day or night, VerboCare is here 24/7 to help make every part of your stay seamless. If anything comes up, or you simply need a little guidance, support is ready whenever you reach out. From the moment you book to the moment you head home, we're here to help things run smoothly. Because a great trip starts with the right support. And hey, a good playlist doesn't hurt either.
Last week we watched Silent Hill Revelation.
This week, we watched Return to Silent Hill.
Well, you see, the connection actually is fog. There's fog in both movies, and that's why we're watching it. That's why we're... Magic the Gathering. Video games.
Sandro.
Oh, Zach,
Sandro,
hello.
I've got good news this week.
Ooh.
You know, we've had a lot of complaints about the review section.
Oh.
You know, mostly by you, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But this week, I can tell you it's getting better. I've tweaked with it a bit. You know, I've changed up the format a little.
Yeah.
So I'll be introducing. And number one thing, finally, none of the reviews were super horny for Pyramid Head.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
really glad that...
Because the last 2 weeks, it's just been constant. Oh, I want to fuck Pyramid Head. Oh, Pyramid Head's so hot. It's all over and over again.
Bro, me too. I want to fuck Pyramid Head too. That'd be really cool.
Oh, no!
Oh my god!
You ain't getting away from it
fuck?
that easy.
God damn it.
What the fuck? Who's this? Who's entered the call?
I broke in again.
Attacked in.
I'm back.
Oh my god!
Round 2.
Is that Starkie?
It's our editor.
What?
Starkie's
But
here.
normally, when we talk to you, we can only hear you in post. What are you doing here?
I am here to make sure that you can't make fun of my answers in post.
No, we can't lead you on.
Damn it.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But either way, welcome to Oldie but a Goodie, a movie podcast where we've been watching all 3 Silent Hill movies. I am a gamer, Zach is a gamer, and our editor, Starkie, is also a gamer, and he's here on the podcast.
It's true.
Welcome, Starkie.
Hello.
Actually, I'm a multifaceted nerd. I have played many different genres that some would consider nerdy, such as video games and film, and that's probably it.
You've played film?
Okay.
What do you mean you've played film?
I play them so that I can watch them.
Oh,
Press
I'm not
play.
going to pause them the whole time.
that makes sense.
Idiot.
You also play board games, which is the nerdiest possible thing.
Yeah,
actually, is it?
I played D&D on Saturday. That was
Tabletop's
fun.
pretty... I feel like tabletop's pretty high up there.
Yeah,
It's pretty high up, and then it's at PAX, so it must be nerdy.
Yeah.
I feel like card games in the sense of like Magic, like collectible card games. I feel like that's the highest though.
Luckily, I
That's
don't play
pretty
Commander, so don't play Magic.
That's an inability to shower level of nerdy card games,
I have showered before.
Oh, well.
Just outing yourself there. I would play it if I had less of a life. I've got too much of a life to play it though. What a shame.
Sounds like you've got some to spare.
Oh, rude. Okay. So, first of all, this is the newest movie we've ever reviewed. This came out 4 months ago.
Whoa.
This week's one came out 4 months ago.
Wow.
Hot off the press, this one. Holy.
So there is an extra big spoiler warning for this. We'll do non-spoilers and then spoilers. But, Zach, okay, so we've watched all 3 Silent Hill movies. So I'll go to our first impressions later, because first we got to check in with Starkie. Starkie, I want to know your credentials with the Silent Hill franchise, and I also want to know, I know that you've watched all 3 of these, so I want to know your thoughts on the first 2 as well.
Oh, one second, guys. 1 second. I just need to, yeah, that was really necessary for me to open during recording.
That was great. Oh, wait, hang on, I've got a drink.
Yeah.
Let me just...
Shake
that
get your
there.
drink up. Yeah.
All
1 second.
right.
Let me take my mic.
There we go. Sure, that would be annoying for our editor to clean up later. Not at all.
Yeah. He can just clean that up.
Yeah.
That whole part is getting cut. Okay,
no.
so my credentials with Silent Hill. I'm honest. I'm very new to this franchise. I only started with the Silent Hill 2 remake a couple months ago.
Okay.
Ooh.
But I've been digging through it a lot. I've been consuming lots of Silent Hill content. It's been really good. I've since played Silent Hill F as well, which is the newest spin-off of the franchise. It was really good. I also watched Sandro play through 1 and 3.
You did.
That was really cool. That was really cool and very enjoyable. And yes,
couldn't watch me play 2
watch...
because I'm going to have Discord open while I was playing the game because it would crash my computer. So,
because Unreal Engine is great.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, and then I did watch the movies, and oh boy, oh boy.
Movies.
I'm gonna make it real short and sweet. I did not like any of them.
Wait, so you watched all of the movies, not just this one?
Yes. I watched Silent Hill from 2006. Was it 2006?
Yeah.
And then Revelation 2012, and then Return.
Wow.
My goodness me.
Yeah.
That must be a record for the most amount of pain inflicted on a guest in this podcast. I don't know. For a single episode?
3 Silent Hill episodes versus 1 Garbage Pail Kids movie. I don't know what the ratio is there.
The one's definitely hitting above its weight. However, it is 3v1, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
And the looking at the review site, like, the scores are pretty low on the overall on the Silent Hills.
Yeah, definitely.
Would I still probably watch all 3 Silent Hills over watching the Garbage Pail Kids movie? Possibly.
Yeah, I reckon I probably would, honestly. I don't know. In terms of our opinion, Zach, you liked the first one, I didn't, and then I liked the second one, and you didn't. And Starkie didn't like either of them, so that's a great dynamic.
Good start.
Okay, so the Return to Silent Hill, this is based off Silent Hill 2, even though all of the locations and monsters were included in the other 2 for no reason. This one is the proper adaptation of Silent Hill 2. The version from 2001, not the remake, because they left out a bunch of stuff that was only in the remake. But written and directed by Christophe Gans, who did the first one. He's back for this. This is also an independent movie, so pretty small budget as well. By independent, I mean relatively independent. It cost $23 million, but like it didn't have it had the backing of a Nicolas Cage movie, a modern day Nicolas Cage movie, which is not much. So we'll get into some first impressions, but I do want to say straight out the gate, spoilers, this is a very new movie, incredibly new. I think the most new movie we've done before this was Red 1, and that was like a year late. This is like, for a main episode, a couple months.
What about Avatar?
Oh, true. That was like a small bonus thing, though. That's not a full deep dive.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It was like a bonus thing that we recorded on site. So that's its own special thing.
Oh, and we might be doing that soon for Mortal Kombat 2 as well. I'm very excited.
What?
Ooh, we're going to go out and see that. Maybe that's out this week. I don't know. When do we record these? Yeah. Starkie has to take care of that. I don't care. I don't bother with it anymore.
We will not be dating these episodes, as I do not know when I'm editing them. Great.
All right, we'll start off with Starkie then. First impressions of the Return to Silent Hill. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it was a time. It wasn't great. I've got lots of complaints.
Yeah, okay.
I will say, though, I really, really loved the set pieces. I think the movie itself looked really cool. I really enjoyed the visuals a lot, but that's about it, really. I don't think much else to say about that. Yeah.
All right. Okay, interesting. Negative there. Zach, how about you?
I, as someone who has not played any of the games...
Yep. Oh, yeah, you're the only one here who hasn't played the games again. Hell yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm back to being square one here. I don't know how the story goes. I suspect the main character is meant to be kind of a jerk, but he kind of goes back and forth on being a jerk and being the hero of the story. So I'm gonna ask you guys,
yeah. We'll spoil the whole game later. Don't worry about it.
It is. I already know from the reviews that it was not. So but I thought this was equally as I don't know. It felt very similar to the first one.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Especially with the visuals. I quite liked the visuals in this movie. I also liked the weird angles and POV shots it had during this movie. I thought the filming of it in that way was really good.
Yep.
I think for me it was about the same enjoyment I got out of the first one, which for me was like, this was alright.
Yeah, okay.
I don't mind this.
All right.
I could watch this. Would I go back? Nah, I'd be bored. But I thought it was fun.
Okay.
I thought it was fun.
I know that you struggled with the second one because it was a bit more game accurate to follow the plot. Were you able to follow this one all right? There's a lot left up to interpretation in this movie, but were you able to follow it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I know what happened. I mean, I'm a little confused near the end as to what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot at the end, and I was like, I'm not sure what is real or not. What's meant to be canon, but I'm sure I will learn soon enough.
I mean, I will say the fact that you're even asking that question means that this might have been a better Silent Hill experience for you than the first one, because that's how you should feel after all of the games. So
yeah,
I think that's good. All right, these are some very interesting first impressions.
I thought maybe it might be better than the other two for accuracy, but apparently all the reviews said it wasn't at all. So I guess it wasn't. Oh well.
Right. Okay. I'll give my first impressions then. So I went into I remember when this came out in the cinemas, a lot of people I saw on Letterboxd, there was a whole meme about it on Twitter as well. People saw it for the first time, gave it 1 star, and then for some reason they saw it again and then gave it 4 stars. And I was like, what's going on with this movie? What's going on with this movie? So when I started to watch it, I went into the mindset of I know it's going to be bad, and I know that this is not going to be accurate, and I thought this was pretty good, actually. I quite like this movie. I actually like this movie.
Okay.
I actually like it. I think that, and I was very interested because it's so new. I don't usually like to watch reviews of other movies before we review it, but I checked out some reviews from YouTubers and stuff of this one, and I think that there are a lot of changes, but I think that unlike the first movie, which changes everything, the lore, the plot, the characters, everything, this one changes everything, but it still thematically kind of works with the game. It's still got the general themes of the game. It's just they can't do what the game does in a movie because Americans will cry. So, because it's kind of because first of all, you can't make a movie out of Silent Hill 2, and Starkie would know because he's played it. You can't make this a movie. You have to play the game to get the experience of the story. It's kind of like The Last of Us, where when you play Last of Us, spoilers for the first Last of Us game, when you play The Last of Us, you're like, oh my god, Joel's so great, Joel's so great. What the fuck is the ending? Joel, you piece of shit. I'm angry at myself, and I'm angry at him, but also because I've played as him for the whole game, I'm kind of like, you're kind of making up excuses as to why he did stuff. That's kind of like what Silent Hill 2 is. You're playing it, and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and then you realize things about what's going on, and it makes you feel bad for playing as the main character. So you can't do that in a movie, and I think that the changes that they did worked really well. I do think there's some issues, mainly probably all of the casting, one character not being in the film as much, maybe some weird CGI here and there, I don't know, but I actually liked this one. And Starkie didn't, and I'm very interested to know.
Not.
Well, that makes me very curious.
A little bit more in depth about why you didn't like this one. Were the changes too much for you? Were you like, this isn't what I wanted?
Yeah. I messaged you before as well, saying that going into this in the mindset of the video game Silent Hill 2 was a big mistake. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I didn't. But like, yeah, I just the casting, some of the changes they made, I was like, that's just flipping the game on its head and not doing anything with it. We will get into it in spoilers, I'm sure, but it's
sounds like I had the best experience. Awesome. Well, 10 out of 10 from me. Great movie. No flaws.
I think as well, like, it highlights for me that I don't like the first one purely because of the guy who wrote it. Like, because with this one, it's just the director of the first one. He's also writing it. He's got some other co-writers, but he's like the main guy. And I'm like, I like what he's doing with these. That other guy who wrote the first one, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Yeah, agreed. I definitely like the director, I think, and his directing things. I think he should make his own horror movies, though, and stop trying to do Silent Hill movies. I know you really like the Silent Hill, but you clearly cannot get it so that the fans will like it with you.
That's so true. Yeah. I feel like you can't make a Silent Hill movie, though. I don't think it's possible. I don't know. Zach, do you think that it's possible to make a Silent Hill movie having never played any of them and have watched...
Having never played any of the games, I can tell you can 100% accurately portray every minute detail and feeling in the Silent Hill games onto a big screen. And that you can one-to-one it easy peasy, no trouble. And I don't know why the director just doesn't do that. I actually have a reason. Here's how you do it, all right?
Yeah.
So you know theaters, how you can just rent them out to, like, do whatever you want on them?
Oh,
yeah, you just go and, like, plug a console in and play Silent Hill 2 on the big screen. Boom, there you go.
That's so true.
1-to-1 translating.
You could do that. You could also just like record yourself playing the game, cut out all the gameplay aside from a couple key moments, leave in all the cutscenes, then make a movie. And just release that as well.
That's
Hell
good.
yeah. I'll watch
I was
that.
going to say, do it like a round robin, so every time you die, you have to hand over the controller to the next person, and you all just collectively play through the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would waste all the ammo if I was a part of that. That would be so funny.
Yeah. I'm going to waste all the ammo and then immediately die and pass it to the next person and be like, good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun, bitch.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like non-spoiler things that we can say about this movie. Zach, did you like the actors? The main guy is Jeremy Irvine, who's the kid from Warhorse, and that's like the main thing that he's done.
Whoa, he's a kid from Warhorse?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was alright.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked him as an actor. I thought he was cool. He gave off a good douchey vibe at first, but then he kind of has like a weird redemption arc thing. I don't know. So I thought him as an actor was okay. I'm just so nervous because it has such a low rating on everything. Like, everyone hates this movie, and I'm just like, am I allowed to like this movie? Is it okay if I enjoyed parts of this movie?
No.
I feel like I'm wrong.
My thing is like, I don't get... This reminds me a lot of the Until Dawn movie from last year, where people really hated it. And then I watched it and I'm like, yeah, it's not an adaptation. Like, I don't think that The Return to Silent Hill is a good adaptation of Silent Hill 2, because I think it does change a lot of the context. But I think that it makes a decent movie out of what it's trying to do. The Until Dawn movie is a very good horror movie. The people were like, well, this isn't the game. And then we're like, 1 star. Yeah. And I don't know. I think that's kind of where we're at with video game movies now, where like they're not really bad anymore. They're just not accurate. But then Mario is like the most inaccurate video game movie ever.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was going to
love.
bring up the Sonic franchise. They've been going absolutely ham with fucking Dr. Robotnik and all that sort of shit. And everybody's like, yeah, give us more of this. This is great. Oop.
I I feel like it's so different though, because I understand that these are all video game adaptations, but there's something different about a major franchise like Mario and Sonic. They have so many games, so many spin-offs, so many titles under their belt.
Yeah.
And Silent Hill, that's so story focused, with like 6 to 8 titles. And it's like changing the source material for Silent Hill is gonna get you a lot more backlash than if you were to mess around with Mario and Sonic, because their universes have been expanded so much.
The story in Mario isn't the main plot hook that's bringing people in.
What?
I mean, he's got a kill a Koopa. He's got to eat a mushroom.
Yeah.
He's got to save the princess. That's a great story. And Sonic, where you are saving some animals or something. I don't know. I don't know the story of Sonic.
You run around a bunch, and then
yeah.
There's no James Marsden who saves you in the games. So inaccurate.
Yeah.
What is this? I think that's fair. Wait, so you'll say I'm playing Mario Galaxy right now on the Switch. Are you saying I don't need to do that to watch the movie? It's not going to be accurate at all to the plot of the game?
Play Mario Galaxy. That game's awesome.
No. First off, you need to play Mario Galaxy. Second off, don't see the movie.
Oh,
it's bad.
Just don't watch it. That's fair, actually. Yeah, I think I get what you mean, Starkie. I think, like, the video game movies that people seem to like, which would be Sonic and fucking Mario. There was another one recently as well, but I'm forgetting what it was. There was some other video
Minecraft
game
movie?
Yeah, that was shit, but people liked it.
Yeah. Well, all three of these games are like games that it's like story is not the focus of the games.
Yeah.
And I feel like movies are best going into that because they can and apparently will just make up whatever the fuck they want, right?
Yeah.
And because the original source doesn't actually have that much lore, they can actually get away with that. And I think it is getting away with it. I think, to actually make a proper video game movie where the source material has a proper story, I don't know if it's been done. Like, I don't think it has been done yet.
I'd say...
And I think until it has been done, we will not be able to say it can be done.
I would say maybe Last of Us. I haven't watched it because I've played the games and it's a direct translation, so I don't care. But
isn't it a TV show?
That is a TV show, yeah. I don't know if
it doesn't count. Doesn't count
as a movie.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count, damn.
Yeah.
I watched all episodes in one go, and I cut out the end and the start and ending credits, Zach. Does it count now?
No.
Ah, damn.
Damn it. You nearly had me. No, it has to be made as a movie.
Is there I guess Mortal Kombat? But again, there's nothing there story-wise. So.
Yeah. That's once again going back to this. The story of Mortal Kombat is there's a place where everybody fights, and then we just got a bunch of random people, and now they're fighting. That's the story.
No, exactly. No, I think that's fair. I think that is a fair point, Starkie. But something that I've seen just with the backlash of this movie is a lot of people defending the first one. A lot of people being like, oh, it's like he doesn't understand the games, but he made the first one. And I'm like, but the first one goes against the entire point of the games. The first one turns it into why are there witches? Why is there Christian people? They're not trying to bring back a god. They're not doing anything in the game. It completely abandons all the themes of the game. This one, I feel like it still has the themes of grief. It still has the themes of, like, you know, punishment, self-punishment. It's got a lot of fan theories from the game in the movie as well.
Yes.
It has the themes of the game, but people are like, oh, he doesn't understand Silent Hill, but when he made the first one, he did. I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
Also, who the fuck is Sharon? That pissed me off watching the first two. God, Sharon. It's not a child's name, you heathens.
Sharon. What else?
Shout out to all my female Sharon friends. I support you, right? I don't think your name's shit. I think you had a great name as a child.
I don't have anything against them, but her name is Cheryl, and I'm mad at the people that changed that.
It is a weird change.
Yeah.
Why change it? It's such a dumb idea.
Like,
anyway.
It really is.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's just awful.
Sonic's a bit of a bad name. We're going to call him Xenic. His name is Xenic now.
Oh
Mario? I don't like that one. His name is Wario. Oh, wait. They've done that. Waluigi. There you go. That's his name.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the visuals. This movie has a much smaller budget, so I noticed a lot of green screen, but I didn't really mind it because I feel like with this movie, I don't want to give anything away spoiler-wise, but I feel like it does look like Shark Boy and Lava Girl every now and then, but I think it adds to it for like the dreaminess of it and the surrealist element. I think it really added to it, where it looked like he was just kind of running around an empty CGI hellscape. So I didn't really mind it. And all of the monsters apparently were like 95% practical, which is really cool. And they bring across some really awesome designs from the game, including Abstract Daddy, which I was very surprised to see in this movie.
Yeah. I felt a bit weird about that one. I don't know. I saw it and I'm like, I know I like that they brought him back, but he just looked kind of weird. I don't know.
Well, the design of that character and what he's meant to represent is confronting and awful. So
yeah. Well, here's the thing. That wasn't the one I was concerned about. There was a different monster that had my attention. You know? And it was the one that Daddy fought at one point during the movie. And you're saying they use 90% practical? I don't want to know what they use practical for that shot. That's all I'm saying.
That was weird. Hey, that was a really weird because there's one monster from Silent Hill 2, which we kind of got in Revelation, but we don't get in this, and it's the mannequin. Yeah. And instead of doing a mannequin, they do whatever the fuck Zach's talking about. Dude. I don't even know how to describe that monster, man.
We'll get to that portion of the movie. We'll get there. We'll get there in spoilers.
Quelaag from Dark Souls. Holy shit. If you play Dark Souls, you know what that is.
Hell yeah. I'm with you.
I'm excited to talk about that in spoilers. Anyway, is there anything else on spoilery to say? Not really. Oh, the soundtrack is great again because it's the same guy from the games, obviously. So that was cool.
Yeah.
But let's rate it. Move on. Starkie, Oldie. You know what I'm going to ask you, so you should just say it.
It's big fat Oldie.
Okay.
Oh, big Oldie.
Strong Oldie.
Big Oldie.
An Oldie from Starkie. Zach?
I could go either way. But I was going to say I think I liked it better than the first one. Because it is less rapey in this one.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing as well. I mean, it is.
No, it's
but
good.
It's
less
but it's not
added rape.
It's not.
It's less added rape to the story that wasn't there originally.
Yeah, it's not as exploitive, and it's there for the plot character. I mean, I don't think you should include that in anything, to be honest with you. But I think that it's from it's themes and shit. So
yeah. So that was a bonus.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think it was equal to the first one, and I did give that one a goodie. It's right in the middle for me. But just to spite Starkie, I'll give it a goodie.
All right, an Oldie and a goodie. This puts me in a tough position. Because famously,
I knew you wanted to give it a goodie, and now I've made it harder for you. You know, then we're both giving it a goodie.
See, the thing is, you're saying you enjoyed this about the same amount as the first one. I enjoyed this about the same amount as the second one. So
that's crazy.
I enjoyed it the same amount as the first two, and I didn't like any of them.
Yeah.
I really like
least you're consistent,
how this series has progressed. The first one has been Han and I being like, Zach, your opinions on this movie are wrong, Zach. And then the second one is me being like, oh, never mind, actually, Zach, this isn't bad. And you're like, nah, fuck you, this one sucked. And then the third one, we both finally agree. And then we brought in a third person who doesn't. This is great. This is a great series. This might be the most divisive series we've ever done.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give this a goodie. I liked it. I did like it. I would watch it
We're
again.
Gonna fire the editor. Let's go.
No.
Sorry, you disagreed with us. That's the final straw. You're not allowed opinions.
I had a good run.
Yeah.
But I also think, like, if you hate this, all power to you, whatever. Do whatever you want. I'm not going to gatekeep Silent Hill.
Because most people did, apparently.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I will gatekeep the Until Dawn movie. If you don't like that one, I doubt your taste in films. But this one... Anyway, taglines. There's only one. So you got to give the singular tagline a thumb up or a thumb down. You live here now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thumb down.
Yeah, that's
almost, because I started to think about it, and it's like, well, I guess he does kind of live here now, and I guess if you get trapped in it, then but no.
Oh.
I mean, it kind of has like that, like what you're mentioning before. It kind of brings in like a fan theory.
Yeah.
But I don't really like that theory. Thumbs down.
That's fair. Actually, I don't either. In the context of the game, I don't like that theory.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's no more taglines, but how about some fun facts from IMDb trivia that you can give a thumb up or a thumb down?
I'm ready for some fun facts.
Evie Templeton, who plays Laura in the film, also performed the voice and motion capture of Laura in the 2024 remake of Silent Hill 2. According to the director, this was an accident.
Oh.
He cast her while she was under an NDA and couldn't tell anyone that she was in the remake.
Yo! That's crazy!
Dude,
well, clearly she was the right person, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
thumbs
awesome.
up. That is some sick trivia.
That's really cool.
That is actually crazy.
And here's the final bit of trivia. The bus that Mary tries to take is too tall to have driven through the tunnel that can be seen in the background. The bus would not fit through that tunnel. How did it drive there?
I'm going to give it a thumbs down because that makes whoever made that fact up a fucking nerd. Nerd.
God. Yeah, I'm with Zach. Not happy with that one.
And clearly it was Silent Hill magic. The bus actually came from out of the fog.
Oh.
Mm.
The fog. Oh, that was my connection as well, but by the way. Not a stretch.
Yeah.
There's fog.
Yeah. There is fog. There is
Very
fog.
much not a stretch.
I'll give you fog.
Now, Zach, because there's fog in this movie and I use the connection
no
of
dog in
fog,
this film, though.
could you also say there's mist in the movie and then we can still use the connection of mist? Or are both of them gone now?
Ooh. I won't be using mist because that sounds awful. Because mist?
Yeah, the connection
and
of
fog?
mist.
I would almost say that mist is gone after you using fog. That's on the line for me. I'm going to be pissed if you use mist later. I'm going to be actively angry.
Right, I'm going to try and work that into my month. I'm going to write
because
it down.
mist is like, there's like mist in everything. If they shoot a film in the morning, there's going to be mist
That's
there,
true.
right? Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Why does Progressive work so hard for truckers? Because truckers unite the world. They unite kids with their first drum sets and parents with earplugs. But truckers can't do this if they're not on the road. That's why Progressive has over 360 heavy truck employees to help truckers stay on time and on track. Quote truck insurance today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Well, howdy there, listener. My name's Sally McSeller. I'm an American, and do you ever sometimes feel like you're doing the same things over and over and over and over again? Like you're recording the same promo over again? Or maybe like you're Sandro and Zach and you're reviewing the same X-Men movie over again. They reviewed X-Men The Last Stand last year, and now they're reviewing X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's the same movie. Here's a clip. It's so weird as well, because I think that, yes, they get it more comic accurate than Last Stand, but I hate to say this, Last Stand is just a better movie.
It is!
It's just better.
It is! Because the problem with The Last Stand is it had too much going on.
Yes.
The problem with this movie is it doesn't have anything going on.
This movie is like watching 10 people being forced to do a play and they all fucking hate everything. They hate the script. They hate being here. And they're all like, I'm so fucking done. Even the new people, even the brand new people just joining this one are like, oh man, I don't want to be here. Well, that sounds like a mighty fine episode. You can go get it right now. Patreon.com/Oldie by the Goodie Pod, where you can also get the entire X-Men bonus episode series. That's like 12 episodes, approximately. They're finishing it next month, which is very exciting. It's finally going to be over. Until they bring back all the X-Men for big old cameos and Avengers, and then they're like, here's Dark Phoenix again! And we're like, oh man, that story's done. Stop doing it. Can we stop doing the Dark Phoenix storyline, please? I'm an American. Yeehaw! Patreon.com/Oldie by the Goodie Pod. Okay, spoilers. It's time. We're going to spoil the Return to Silent Hill. And we'll also probably spoil Silent Hill 2. So if you haven't played it, we're going to spoil it. So.
What? Oh, fuck. Yes. I haven't played Silent Hill 2. Oh, no. Guys, can you hold up? I'm just going to go play the game and come back to the recording. Yeah.
We'll wait here.
Oh, so that's what that franchise was about. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, you managed to make it through it without getting too scared, Zach? It's a very scary game.
Oh, no, I just got someone else to play it, and I watched over their shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised you had that reaction after finishing the game. I swear no one would have that reaction after the game.
Yeah, well, you know.
He's got the movies in his head, so he knows. He knows all the stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go through the plot. But I liked what we did last episode, Zach, where you said a quick rundown of what you thought the plot was. Mm-hmm. I feel like this one's easier, though, but just a very quick, 2-minute long, super quick synopsis. What happened in this movie?
All right, synopsis. Man smoking weed nearly kills a lady because he was smoking a big doobie. So then he's like, then they have a meet cute, which was very silly. Which ends with like a cut to her drowning, and I was like, yeah, there's my horror movie. There it is. I love a meet cute into a like, she's fucking dead. Then we cut to him. He's gone like crazy. He's having a psychic episode. He's drinking in a bar. He's kind of an asshole. I'm pretty sure he's meant to be a piece of shit in the games, was the vibe.
Yeah, maybe.
But I also might have picked that up from something else. Like, I think I've heard that he is not good. However, the movie tries to portray him as a pretty cool guy, and I am not sure if that's a good thing. So he's having a psychic episode, and then he sleeps in his car at Silent Hill, which, as we all know, if you go to sleep in your car, that's how you get teleported to Silent Hill.
Okay, yep.
Because that happened in the first movie.
That's a fair connection to make. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then, because he's now in Silent Hill, I did like, in this movie, though, he's at least, like, fighting back a bit, you know? He picks up an iron bar, which is, once again, one of these important items, I'm sure, because there's a scene where he loses it, which I was like, is this a knife situation? Is this like that other movie where there was an important knife that's in the movie for, like, 2 minutes, and then she, like, drops it weirdly? I'm like, why is there a close-up on this one random object? Anyway.
Oh, yeah, he picks up a wrench as well, which is also from the game. So many items. Anyway.
Yeah. I like that he could bash people. Yeah,
that's
so
a bold statement considering the context of his character, Zach.
I liked that he could bash people, and I'm glad that he has that capability and will not misuse it at any point. So yeah, he's having a psychic episode, and he struggles through the area. There's some monsters and other things that happens. He meets a couple of people which aren't important in any way, shape, or form for the story because they don't do anything. Then he follows Laura around for a bit. He drifts between being in Silent Hill and in like a semi-psych ward because he's going crazy. And so maybe all of this is a crazy dream that he's having. I don't know. And then he's back again, and he gets throat fucked by a skeleton moth thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's back in the psych ward. And then, but now he kind of has the power to just go crazy at any point. So he just teleports himself back to Silent Hill. And then, yeah, he has his final, like, confrontation with the fact that he, like, put his girlfriend out of her misery because the cult had put an evil baby in her or something.
Oh, that's what you got from it. All right, yep. Yeah,
okay.
That might be a bit of a stretch, but my theory was that the like they were like poisoning her or something to try and resurrect her dad.
Sure, okay. Yeah, all right.
And they were making her resurrect her dad by like giving birth to her dad or some shit, but not like a regular birth, like a demon baby birth.
My favorite.
Was what I was thinking. And so she's like, kill me, and he's like, sure thing, honey. And then he goes through a dream sequence, I think. I'm not sure. And then I was lost at the end of the film. I'm not gonna lie. I was not sure what the fuck was going on. And then he kills himself and then wakes up back in time before the film starts and is like, well, it's time for a happy ending. Yay! Everything's good and nothing bad ever happened. And that's the film.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. You're getting better at this. I think you're getting more accurate.
Okay, am I? Because I'm fucking lost, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay, hell yeah. I like that that's your understanding of the film, and I'm excited for us to say what the game is about and you to be like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
All right, let's go through the plot then. As you mentioned, it opens with, him high driving a Mustang. Starkie, your first thoughts when this movie opened with like a rock song and James driving through, smoking. He's in the wrong sort of car as well. Were you like, what the hell is this?
I was ready to turn it off. Right, this is bullshit.
Whoa.
I hate this. It's awful.
Deal breakers already?
Oh, it was already instant. Look, like, the wrong car.
Okay, why is the wrong car important? Explain
this. You need
this.
to be able to see in his back seat, Zach. It's very important for the video game.
He's got a convertible.
Uh-huh.
He's got all this painting equipment in the back. That's not James.
But he's a painter in the movie. That's a big point. Is that he's
Jimbo.
A painter.
This isn't James. It's a different person.
What do you mean? He's a painter in the film.
God.
I don't know what you're talking about because it was very clear that he was a painter in this film. It was...
Yes, in the film, he was a painter.
Was he a painter? I couldn't pick it out from the 10 million times they said that he was a painter during the movie.
I think they mentioned it once or twice.
Yeah, which led me to believe he was a Nepo baby, right? Because there's no way a painter has afforded, like, a Mustang and is smoking weed and, like, picks up a chick and moves it. I'm like, this guy was born into wealth, right?
Yeah.
Which lead me to my conclusion that he was a huge asshole, and the movie was giving us a really good, like, highlight of him. But, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, if you met him in real life, he was actually a huge douchebag, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, the wrong car, immediately, I was like, had enough of this. Terrible. And then...
I still don't understand what's wrong with the car.
It's just because, like, it doesn't have a roof. It's not, like, enclosed, like, it's...
What's wrong with the roof being gone?
In the game, he's got, like, a very standard car, you know? It's hiding certain things in the car that shouldn't be
You can kind of pick up on something at the start of the game where there's something in his back seat, and you're like, that's weird. Which they didn't even really do that in this movie at all, so I understand why they didn't, but that was definitely my first point as well, was like, there's meant to be something in that back seat. Where is it?
I see.
It's just
right.
Canvas
there's like a
stands
hint
and shit.
Later on. It's like, that's a weird thing to be in the back of his car, and then you find out later and you're like, oh, that's why he has that in the back of his car.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I get you. All right, now I'm back on the page. Continue.
I will also say, him being a painter, you don't know what his job is in the game, but he doesn't seem like a painter.
No, not at all.
Well, I don't know if we watched the same movie, but it was pretty clear he was a painting artist. I mean, literally right at the end, he goes in a hallway and there's just paintings everywhere, and that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's true.
True. I will say, like, I think that Jeremy Irvine does a good job in the movie, but I do think that he's a little bit miscast for the character, just in terms of attitude, look, giant fake beard, just a bunch of things.
God, like it's so nitpicky, and I know this, but the hair color, man, it pissed me off the whole movie. He's blonde. He's not a brunette.
Yeah,
and Mary's brunette, not a blonde. Switch them around.
Yeah, I will agree with you there, because I feel like that's a very simple fix that they can do as well.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a running theme through a lot of movies and stuff that they just want to change things, and like it doesn't make any sense. Or is it just like laziness? I don't know why movies don't do like simple things like that to make it more accurate, right?
Yeah.
It is really weird.
I think it's like, I don't know, if you've seen an audition from someone who wouldn't look good as a blonde, then sure. But I don't think, I mean, his performance is pretty okay, but I don't think that anything about how he looks matches the character. I don't know. Like, it is very interesting.
Like, leather jacket, like, sort of swept away hair, kind of, like, his very rock star look.
Yeah, Sean Bean at the ending of Revelation, he's in James's outfit. In the end of that movie, he's basically in James's outfit, because that's meant to be, like, a little Easter egg to, I'm looking for my wife or whatever. But in this, yeah, they don't really try to give him the outfit, which is fine, whatever. But, yeah. Anyway, aside from that, I thought he was a pretty good actor, but, yeah, he doesn't really suit this.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Zach, Mary's trying to leave town, but this is such a dumb meet cute, dude. Like,
it is really dumb.
Stupid.
But I don't know. There's a thing in horror movies where I think they ham up the meet cute as well to contrast with the horror later on. And I like that dumb trope. It was particularly egregious in this film, though. I will say. It was particularly like, oh, I've just met you, random, hot, liberal, weed-smoking artist dude. I'm totally into you, though. But yeah, sure, you nearly killed me by recklessly driving while high, but take my luggage and put it in the back of the car.
Put in my
Why not?
car. Yeah, because she's trying to leave, and we later find out why she's trying to leave, because, as you mentioned, Zach, she's in a cult, which Starkie and I will get into that later.
I also hate cults.
Yeah, for real.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're bad.
Good take.
But, like,
Thanks.
he's like, oh, I'm sorry you missed your bus. I'm driving the other way. How about I walk with you into Silent Hill to make sure you get back okay? And she's like, yeah. And then they're like walking through like a forest, and there's like long shots of them staring at each other, and it just felt like Twilight. It just started to feel like Twilight. My partner and I were like, is this Twilight? Are we watching Twilight now?
There's a line right like 3/4 away through the film where she's like, say it, and all I could think was, you're a vampire. That's literally all I could say. So I'm on the same level.
Yeah.
The dialogue was very, like, between them particularly, felt very Edward, coded.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I will say all of the locations looked spot on to the game, like the place where he parks and the bathroom, all of that looks fucking phenomenal. So that was all great. Anyway, we cut to the future. Now he's sad and has a slightly bigger beard, and he looks really sad. And he's like, oh no, hang on. We cut to him in the bar, as you mentioned, Zach. The whole bar thing. I forgot about the bar thing.
The bar thing was weird, although it did have a great POV shot, which I liked. The, like, him getting kicked out of the bar POV.
Yeah.
It like, he's clearly drunk.
Yeah.
And it's like shown, this is like a cut to afterwards where he's like super drunk and it's like, oh, what's happening with him? And then, he like knocks over one drink and immediately the bouncer's like, all right, I get to kill you now. And I was like, whoa, that guy really hates James or whatever his name is, right? He really hates him and has been waiting to beat the shit out of him this whole night. Yep. And as soon as he knocks over one drink, because this bouncer immediately goes in swinging. And I was like, whoa, what an aggressive bouncer. And then, they kick the shit out of him and they throw him out. Where he talks with his therapist on the phone.
Yeah.
Which is... It's got to be a rough one when you're lying in a pile of garbage, just being thrown out of a bar because you drink too much, having a conversation with your therapist. That's pretty bottom of the barrel, right? Like, that's a rough one.
Definitely. My bad movie alert did go off when the therapist was introduced. I was like, what do we do? He doesn't have the therapist in the game.
In the game? No. Oh, no.
In the game, because we later see that he's in his apartment and he finds a letter from his wife telling him to go to Silent Hill and find her. The movie starts with you being in Silent Hill with the letter. So there isn't any of this intro, really. He might have a therapist. I don't know. I kind of doubt it based on what happens in the game. But yeah, that was really... But I thought... So there's some scenes that we see with the cult in this movie. And there's a lot of background characters. We don't get to know them too much. But I thought that I saw the therapist in the background of one moment. Like halfway through the movie, I was like, is the therapist in the cult? But that's not at all correct. I think I just got confused because there were a bunch of just unnamed actors in the background.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I was like, that would be a really cool...
That would have been a good twist.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, whatever. He's got the letter. He goes to Silent Hill. He walks around.
Yeah, I have to say, I wasn't expecting to get to Heaven's Night this soon into the movie, which is the bar. Heaven's Night's the name of the bar. But
yeah.
Also in the game, it's a strip club. I guess it kind of shows that as well. I do like, though, that they show James' drinking problem because it's hinted at in the game. It's not specifically shown.
Oh, yeah.
But there's one part in the bar just after you meet Maria, another character in the film as well. In the game, you meet Maria, you head to Heaven's Night, and she pours James a drink, and she's like, here, before we get going, sit down, have a drink. And he's like, he's a bit shaky, and he's like hesitant to have it. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? I'm not going to have one. So it's like, it's never really brought up again in the game either, but it sort of hints that he's sort of sobered up a bit and used to have a drinking problem, which I'm glad that they put that in the movie. I was very happy with that. That was a nice touch.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
There you go. That's cool. So you're rating it a goodie, yeah?
That scene, that one scene.
That one scene.
Okay.
No, for sure. I like that as well. I liked it. There's a couple little Easter eggs and stuff while he's walking into town and then through town as well. When he leaves because he's in the bathroom, we get the scene from the game when he's like washing his hands or whatever, which is the first part of the game. He leaves and then he goes, like, there's a tunnel, right? There's a tunnel, that's blocked off, and on the tunnel it has like a welcome banner, but it was spaced out and missing letters almost identical to Resident Evil. Almost identical to the welcome Leon sign in Resident Evil 2.
Almost.
And I was like, is this a Resident Evil reference? What is going on here? I was very confused, and then I started going down a rabbit hole. I think I paused the movie and I was like, nah, I'm not going crazy, and I did a bunch of research.
Yeah.
Nice.
That sign is in Silent Hill 2 as well. It is there. But I do know what you're talking about, how in the original Resi 2 they misspelled Welcome Leon. They put 2 L's in Welcome. So in the remake, they instead of like just correcting it on the sign, they just straight up took, it's like hanging on strings across the roof, and they just took one of the L's off, so there's like a gap in between it. It's very funny.
That's funny.
And the same gaps in the movie.
What I thought was weird is because it's a gate that's been put up. It's like a metal fence that they've put up there, right? So it wasn't there originally, but it has a welcome sign on it, along with all the keep out and like road closed. Why did you put a welcome sign in with all the keep out and road closer? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Because it would make sense if the gate was there to begin with. And it was like, it had a welcome sign and all that sort of thing. But it wasn't. So when it's put in, it meant the construction workers were having a laugh. They were like, hey, we put up this fucking road closed, keep clear, all these warnings things. Let's put a welcome sign in as well. To be like, just to fuck with people.
Really throw them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Wile E. Coyote plot with that one. That's
Yeah, exactly.
There's one other Easter egg when he's walking through town. He walks past the theater, and it says now showing Jacob's Ladder, and Jacob's Ladder is one of the main inspirations of Silent Hill 2, the game. So I was like, ha ha ha. Little references, I get them, I understand them. But did we like the font though? Zach, the font is very reminiscent of Evil Dead Rise, where it just kind of appears.
Evil Dead Rise.
For the title card?
Yeah, the title card, yeah. That was kind of dumb, actually. I didn't really...
Yeah.
I didn't...
Oh!
It was like behind the mountains or return to
Yeah, that's right. I remember that as well. Evil Dead Rise also had a weird water-related intro.
Yeah. I think it makes sense for Evil Dead Rise because it was like...
Yeah.
It was like... dumb and meant to be dumb.
Yes. Yes. Whereas this movie's trying to be less dumb.
Yeah.
Wow, Evil Dead Rise has way higher ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, though. Evil Dead Rise cooked this movie.
It's a good film. I like that one. I'm excited for Evil Dead Burn. That's out this year. Will Zach and I review it? Who knows?
Yeah. I might go watch it.
Definitely.
Yeah. That movie was pretty fun.
Enjoy them. All right, he goes to the cemetery. He meets Angela. Cutting to the end of the movie,
Yes.
It's the same actor as his wife. Did any of you pick up on that? That it's the same actor as his wife?
No.
Not his wife, his girlfriend. So sorry, not his wife, his girlfriend. Because they changed that as well. In the game, it's a wife. In this, it's a girlfriend.
Who the fuck is Mary Crane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No, but wasn't there like 3 different people played by the same actress?
Yeah.
Okay. I would just like to clarify, because you're like, the one that's played by a thing. And I'm like, wasn't there like 3 different people? And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but my interpretation, not playing the game, was because there's so many different people because he's being like tested for his like loyalty to the first girl.
Oh, you mean Maria, the more sexual version of his girlfriend?
Yes,
yeah.
That's is like it's like a weird loyalty test or something.
Yes and no.
Because she's like, you should come with me. We should go and live our lives together. Wouldn't it be better if we left and you didn't care about your girlfriend? And he's like, no, I've got to find her. She's the one for me, and I would never do anything evil or bad to her. And I was like, oh, so is this like a test? Is like the demons testing him or something?
I mean,
is she real? What the fuck is going on?
Nothing's real, Zach.
Sorry.
Nothing's
That's
real.
a whole other can of worms.
Well,
how can anything be real if our eyes aren't real?
okay, so to discuss this, we have to get into one of the biggest changes of the game.
Yeah.
Which is in the movie. Cool. Okay, massive spoilers. In the movie, it's revealed that Mary, Mary, who's not his wife, it's his girlfriend in this, whatever. They updated it for the modern times or whatever, I don't know. Mary...
Yeah, nobody gets married anymore, Sandra. It just doesn't happen.
So in this, it's revealed that Mary's full name...
2 of my friends are getting married this year.
Mary's full name is Mary Angela Laura Crane. So...
What a shit name.
Terrible name.
First up,
really fucking stupid name.
It's a very cultish kind of name.
Yeah.
It is a cultish kind of name because all they're doing is like, well, we need to add all these people names to my daughter's name because they're all part of the cult or whatever. I'm just going to make my daughter's name 4 names long. Yeah. That way I can cover all my bases and I don't have to worry about being backstabbed or whatever.
I didn't mind the story change because I think that it makes sense for what the movie's doing, and I think it still keeps the general themes of the game. But basically, Zach, none of those are the same character in the game. So Angela's her own person.
Gotcha.
Angela's going through her own shit. She's going through her own kind of like Silent Hill world.
Do you ever get to play her as a character?
No. But you do get to see her Silent Hill at one point. At the final scene with her, you see her version of Silent Hill, and everything's on fire and fucked.
Yeah.
Whereas with James,
cool.
it's not.
Well, that was
so.
in this movie. Yeah. There's some fiery stuff. That's cool.
Her storyline is her dad sucks, and she realizes her mum is also an abusive mother. And then she kills herself.
Gotcha.
But in this,
nice.
I guess she's meant to represent teenaged Mary.
Well, she's also like running away from abuse because she doesn't want to be touched, right?
Yeah, it's heavily implied that her dad is the worst.
That's where they sort of combined their own ideas and the source.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really like what they did with that, but...
That's fair.
I would like to see them explore the idea that each person has their own unique Silent Hill. That sounds like a really cool idea that has just not been explored in any of these films.
Yeah.
Which I would really like is like the... Because you could have like different POVs where you cut to someone else's POV and they might be in the same place. Just like in the first one where they had that like the people in the real world and the people stuck in Silent Hill were in the same place, but it was different. Yeah. You could have the same thing, but instead of one place being nice and one place being shit, one place being shit, one place being different flavor.
Different sort of shit. You know? Yeah. Well, that's kind of a running theme in the game. In Silent Hill 2, we have James, who you play as. There's Angela, and then there's also Eddie, who is in the movie, but doesn't get anything to do.
Where was Eddie? Who was Eddie?
He was the guy throwing up in the toilet.
Oh,
he's Toilet Man.
Right, he's the sick dude that doesn't... Yeah, he literally doesn't do it. By the way, I think in my summary, I went, he meets a bunch of characters who don't do anything and aren't important, because it covers Eddie, the girl with the knife, and the sexy girl. All of them are there, and none of them do anything in this movie.
You get a lot more,
which is very funny
time with them in the movie. But Eddie's also going through his own shit as well. But he becomes an even worse person in the game. But then even in Silent Hill 3, which was adapted for last week's movie, Kit Harington's character in the movie, there's a point where he's like, "You love killing all those things, Heather," and she's like, "Yeah, they're monsters." And he's like, "Oh, you see them as monsters?" Which is like, in his version of Silent Hill, maybe they're angels or some shit. I don't know. He's like a religious fanatic in the game, so could be something like that. So
that's cool.
I really like that concept, and they didn't do anything with it.
There was one monster, which is the nurses.
Yeah.
They are different in this depiction than like the first or second one, where they have like ripped open masks. You can see there's sort of like some like spore shit happening behind their masks. And also when they like, instead of having flesh like the other ones had, when they like break, they're like more like porcelain.
Yeah, that was
sick, which I thought was pretty cool.
That was really cool.
Like, because one of them gets like trampled over, and someone like steps on their head, and like sharp heels go into the head, and it just shatters. And I was like, "Oh shit, that one got fucked up." That's cool as shit. Definitely. I really liked the look of those ones. I don't know if they're accurate to the game, but it's like I didn't think it was that they were different in the games, because aren't they supposed to be unique to his?
Yes, he's scared of the hospital, so he's like, I hate those nurses.
Yeah,
they do show up in 3 as well, though. So
they do show up in 3.
Okay,
but that's true. They do show up in 3.
Are they different between the games?
Yeah,
there's different meaning behind them.
Yeah,
the enemies themselves aren't like overly different.
Okay.
They're sort of just nurse, like killer nurses.
Yeah. I was it would just be interesting if like two characters came across the same enemy and it would look different to them, but essentially act the same.
Yeah, it's kind of like why Pyramid Head isn't in any of the other game. Well, he cameos in some of them, but he isn't like actually in any of the other Silent Hill games, because he
shouldn't be
a James thing. The same with like the mannequins. They aren't in any of the other games.
Well, he's a representation of him being very grumpy.
Well,
that's what I saw in this movie, right?
We'll get to that.
Because he looks through the thing. He's like the Darth Vader vision of Luke Skywalker, right? When Luke goes into the cave, and then he fights Darth Vader, and then he like breaks off his mask and he sees himself in Darth Vader's mask. That was this for me, except instead of fighting himself, he fought a giant nude spider thing with a close-up of her ass at one point.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
That stayed there for way too long. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. But back to what I was trying to explain for Zach was that, okay, so that's Angela. She's got her own character. Laura is a girl who knew Mary in the hospital. It's unclear why she's in the game, but she's stuck in Silent Hill as well.
Well, I mean, she's a patient in the same hospital as Mary. And she became very close with Mary while they were in the hospital together.
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of like the connection between Laura and James. I feel like when James would have gone to the hospital, he would have seen Laura a bunch. So that's why she sort of shows up in his Silent Hill.
For sure. That's fair, actually. Yeah, definitely. But in this, Laura represents Mary when she was a kid. Which, sure, fine, whatever. I did have that theory while playing the game that that's who Laura was. I was like, is Laura Mary as a kid? But whatever. So they combine all that in this movie. They're all one character, and it's all like the different versions of the character. But you were asking about Maria. Maria is... in the game, my interpretation, and I'm interested to hear what you think, Starkie. My interpretation is Maria is James's dream version of Mary. So James is like, man, I wish that Mary was, I don't know, more
blonde?
Sexy. I don't know, blonde. I wish she was blonde and wore more revealing clothing.
Wore a wig. I mean, was blonde. Yeah.
So it's kind of like his like dream version of Mary, and then when she's like, you can stay here, it's kind of like meant to represent like forget what happened to your to your girlfriend, sorry, and stay in the delusion. And he's like, no, I'm going to accept what happened or whatever. That's kind of like what, and they keep that in this movie. It's a little less obvious in the movie, I think, than it is in the in the game. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Starkie?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you're pretty spot on. Maria is. I don't want to say like his dream version, but it's more like the Silent Hill 2. The game's very much about James's guilt and frustrations, a lot of which being sexual frustrations, which is why all the nurses are all wearing like super short clothing and they're all very sexual looking.
Yes.
And that's also why Maria looks the way she does. I think it's not like his dream version, more so like what he pictures,
fantasy,
is fantasized.
Yeah, for sure.
And she is realant in the game. Real N apostrophe T. She is real and she's not. It's very confusing.
She's kind of like in the game. She's kind of like Silent Hill as a force being like, "Hey, stay here."
Yeah.
It's kind of like the town being like, hey, you should stay here in denial or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
That brings me to a weird, like, so in the games, was there, like, a cause for the town to turn to what it is now? Like, is there a force that, or an incident? Because obviously going off the lore from the first movie... there was an evil cult and they did evil shit, and then like a demon / a witch baby caused everything to turn Silent Hill.
Yeah.
But now that's just kind of there, and then the town's just kind of fucked now. And so even if the demon's gone now, the town still is kind of fucked. And so other people like Painter Boy can come in and get stuck in this world and be chopped up by a pyramid head guy.
Yeah.
But also,
I mean,
does the siren come in all the games? Is the siren
not in any of them?
It's in 2. It's in 2.
Oh, it is in 2?
After the first pyramid head fight. Yeah.
The air siren.
Oh, after the first pyramid head fight. You're right. It is then. Yes. That's true.
The woo.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, the siren is in the game. Well,
but it's only in 2?
It's not in 1 or 3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So a lot of the Silent Hill, like, monsters and, like, I guess, gameplay lore parts of the other 2 movies are all taken from Silent Hill 2. Like, all of the monsters, everything's taken from Silent Hill 2, so that would make sense as to why the air raid siren.
No, but that's an important point. Is like, because the siren played in this movie, and then I was like, wait, so is he in the same Silent Hill that all the rest of that other movies took place in, right? Does that mean he could go and potentially find the cult and find the church, right? And all the other things, like... So in this version of Silent Hill, you could potentially bump into those other characters, but it did seem different from the ones that we had previously visited as well. Yeah. So it was weird that we had that connecting, like, siren that was in all of them. That's
true.
Right?
And we do also have a cult, which we don't know if it's connected to the cult in the other 2. Well, the director did say that he was treating this as like a reboot. He wasn't going to include anything from the first 2, even though he still does a little bit. But it's hard to explain. Well, in terms of the location, Silent Hill 2 takes place in the other half of the town. So 1 takes place in like the upper half of the town, and then there's a lake in the middle, and then 2 mostly takes place on the other side of the lake.
Well, what I was going to say is, like, he's never going to go over to the church and check it out. Like, that's never going to happen in this movie or in the game or whatever. But the fact that you could hear it is like, there's, there's some, it's a connection, right?
But I don't think that you could necessarily connect the movies, because Pyramid Head this movie obviously shows Pyramid Head is James. And that is from the games. That's why it's confusing that he's in the first 2 movies. So I don't know what you think, Starkie, but I don't...
I'm going to reverse engineer it and say that is him in those other places. And from what I've gathered from your guys' hits, he's an abuser. And then it would make sense as to why he would grab someone and rip their skin off, right? Like, see, it all makes sense, really. It's all genius if you think about it. I can't believe Starkie did give this a goodie.
No. So
wait, you said there's different versions of Pyramid Head in the games?
I wouldn't say different versions. There's multiple instances wielding different weapons.
Yeah.
But that's what I meant, right?
Yeah, but Pyramid Head is also...
They have different names that people call them, right? Are they different, like, emotions of him? Like, repressed, angry, sad, happy? What I'm saying is, are they like the 7 dwarfs? They all have different names, like Grumpy, Dopey.
God, I want to see that movie.
That'd be great. That'd be so good.
James Sunderland and the 7 Pyramid Heads. That'd be incredible.
That would be actually pretty great. Sure. I'm not going to lie. Because they'd probably fight each other as well, and that would be sick.
Not really. Pyramid Head just kind of shows up and is like, I'm going to chase you around.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever stop and ask him any of these questions, Sandro? Did you stop moving, turn around and be like, hey, Pyramid Head, how's... Oh, right, yeah.
That did happen, That did happen to me,
right, yeah.
He did kill me once, and I was like, damn. I would have gotten a deathless run if it wasn't for me getting killed by him in that one fight. God damn it.
You were just trying to negotiate, exactly. Though, so it didn't count.
Exactly. Okay, what? Oh, and one other change, Zach, is the cult is not in the game either. So the cult is not...
Oh, God damn it. Stop adding cults to shit. Because the cult's, like, kind of important for this movie. The whole reason he's like, I don't like this town. I don't like your friends. They're all cults, and they're, like, blood molesting you or some shit. I don't know what the fuck I just saw.
That was weird.
That was weird.
That was a weird scene. Yeah, that was weird.
And he's like, I want to leave. And I'm like, that's fair, but you are kind of being a bit of an ass about it.
Yeah. Don't grab people and shake them, James. Fucking, what an awful dude.
You jerk. I said it.
Luckily, that's the worst thing he does to anybody else, is just shake them gently, you know?
Yeah, I want to know, Starkie, what was your first thought? Because in the game, they just went to Silent Hill on vacation once. She's not from there. Like, there's no cult. There's no references to the cult in the first game. Yeah, from the first game, I should say. Starkie, what was your first reaction when they started introducing all the cult shit?
You know, I was like, I have to tough this out because I got to talk about it. So I kept watching, but the podcast is the only reason I kept watching at that stage. God, it pissed me off real bad.
That's fair.
Because can I go into what like the whole Mary arc is in the game?
Yeah, totally.
At this stage,
Please.
Yeah, for sure.
So in the game, as we mentioned previously, James has a letter from Mary, and it says it's like a whole monologue from Mary about, you know, come back to the place that I can't remember exactly what it is word for word, but it's basically trying to get him to go back to Silent Hill. And he does that. He goes, meets all the characters, goes into Silent Hill, and we find out throughout the game that, I think it was actually at the start of the game, we find out Mary had a disease. We don't know what disease.
Yes.
But it's still not confirmed what disease. I think a lot of people are sort of just presume it's like cancer or something, just some really bad disease.
Yeah.
And all the guilt and everything that James is feeling is because he didn't like what the disease was turning Mary into. And that was sort of his driving force to do what he did. And then in the movie, they were like, bam, cult! Wah! And I'm like, no, stop that.
Is the dad important with the games at all in any
There's
way?
nothing at all with all of that cult arc. Remove it.
Well, the dad is from Angela's arc, which is a separate arc, and they've kind of combined it to this to be like abusive dad, but also cult leader dad. But yeah,
right.
no, that's not at all.
That's right. Yeah, because you were saying the other character's meant to be an abusive dad.
Yeah.
And so I guess that makes sense as to why there was that underlying abusive dad story in this one.
Yeah.
Because they do mention that a bunch, is they just kind of combine those two stories together.
Yeah.
Which is probably a poor way of doing it, as you pointed out.
I think it...
Was the dad X, or whatever it is, the big enemy that runs around and kills people? Or is that
That's Resident Evil. That's Resident Evil.
Yeah. I was just saying, he had a popped collar, and I was like, is that thing? Yeah.
You do fight the dad at one point, but that is the abstract daddy fight, which is a monster that's designed to look like two people in a bed, because it's...
Yeah. It is in this film.
It is.
Though. It is for like one scene.
Like a picture frame around them in the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It is. It's a very, that fight, when you first see the design, you're like, oh, fuck. Because like you can kind of put together what happened to Angela before them, but then when you see that, you're like, oh, okay. And okay, now I've got to kill that? Absolutely. Fuck this dad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There was because I remember like I listed off a few of the like boss or not boss, but like enemies from the games as one of the review segments, and that was one of the monsters I like found online. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing?
It's abstract.
You know?
It's art.
Abstract daddy. Yeah.
But Zach, you were also asking, is there a reason why the town is deserted in the game? No, that's all. Well, because Silent, it's not, he doesn't really go there. It's in his, it's all, like, Silent Hill is a location, but it's heavily theorized that from the first and last cutscene of the game, that it's all in his head. He's in his car for the entirety of the game. So the town probably isn't actually deserted if it is a real town in the game. But in the movie, they do a plotline where... But also, is that even real? They do a plotline where it's like, Mary got sick because the cult was poisoning her, and the sickness spread to the whole town and killed everyone, or everyone left. But I'm like, no, because that's an analogy of her getting the sickness that killed her, because the street looks like it has weird cult cancer. Everything else looks like it has weird cult cancer, so the town isn't real, because he wakes up in a psychiatric ward and she's like, why the fuck are you doing? So that is all in his head. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's very much both a mental thing and a physical thing. Like it's a big mess of both combined, and then James probably in his car.
Yeah.
Also, judging by, not to jump too far ahead, judging by the ending of the movie, they chose one of the endings from the game, which I did like. They stayed quite true to one of the endings from the game, which was very cool.
Which I think is the best. It's a fucking sad ending, but it's the best ending, I think, for the narrative of the game, yeah.
What do you mean it's a sad ending? I saw the ending. The ending was good in this film.
No,
you just wake up
we forget that.
earlier and you
the pre-ending.
Get to go back and redo all the time. It's like a fucking time travel bullshit. It's we get to have a happy ending.
I have a theory for the ending of the movie that I think works really well, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else big to mention.
I do have one thing.
Yeah.
Go.
Sorry, I'm such a negative Nancy this episode. I hate that they gave Pyramid Head
someone
a face.
Needs to look. It has an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Please be a negative Nancy. Someone needs to be. We're gonna get mean comments if you don't shit on this movie.
They gave Pyramid Head a face. They show us his face through the mask. He's not meant to have a face.
That's what I'm saying. He's like the Darth Vader, like Luke Skywalker copy.
Like,
thing,
even
right?
under the mask, he's not meant to have a face in the games. It's just a big hodgepodge of flesh. It's disgusting. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I'm a big fan of
how else will the movie goers know that it's meant to be a reflection of his inner rage
Play the
if I
game.
don't see his face?
Maybe what we need to do is we need to see his face twice, and then also see him drawing a pyramid over a self-portrait he drew of himself to further hammer home the point that he is Pyramid Head.
Christ.
Yes, that's what we need. That's what we need.
It was just... I did not like that at all.
That's fair. That felt like a made for a dumb American audience moment where I'm like, we get it. Come on.
What it additionally needed was a scene where he's talking with his girlfriend/wife and saying, hey, sometimes I just feel like a really angry Pyramid Head guy running around with a knife and cutting people up, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it really needed.
Yeah. I'm all for show and don't tell, but sometimes you gotta tell and not show. Just use your words sometimes. Don't show us that there's a face underneath the mask. Just allude to it subtly.
For sure.
Instead of like, I'm gonna draw this around my head. It's gonna be really cool. Look at this cool mask I drew, guys. Isn't it really sweet and sick and looks like that one thing that's been chasing me this entire movie? It's really cool, right? Yeah.
I think they should have kept one of them. And I am in favor of him painting the pyramid and not us seeing Pyramid Head's face.
Yes, that was dumb.
I do agree.
I think that does ruin the mystique of the enemy, right? Is like suddenly you can see it like a fleshy goo inside would have been far more exciting and being like, what the fuck? It would have been cooler, I think.
Totally.
Also, I just want to point out that Pyramid Head's behaviors in this were so off. It
was weird.
He was so aggressive in this. Like, he was physically going out of his way to do shit. In the game, he's very, like, slow and methodical. He's obviously, like, a big presence, but he doesn't, like, bust his way Kool-Aid Man style through a wall. You know what I mean? Like the when he's hiding from Pyramid Head at first, when he's like, was it in the closet, I think, in the movie, he sort of like backs up against the wall. Pyramid Head just rips open the door in the movie. In the game, he just stares at him through the slats and James shoots him like twice on his helmet. And then Pyramid Head just stands there and stares at him for an uncomfortable amount of time and then leaves. He doesn't like attack him or anything.
Ooh,
and that's
spooky.
Like, the way they portrayed Pyramid Head was just so off to what I think it should be.
That's really fair.
His behavior is so weird.
For sure.
He's had a weird portion of the last 3 movies where he seems different in each of them, but none of them seem to describe what you're describing. I think maybe in the first one he might have been the most pyramid heady, though he did pick up a person, rip off their clothes, then rip off their skin. So, you know, you give or take a little bit there.
I feel like the fight he had
in
at the end of 2 might be the most accurate, where he's just like... No,
so
never
dumb.
mind. No.
Yeah,
So
but he's
goofy.
like acting as a hero at that point. It's really weird.
No,
like,
not at all.
in this one, it's also weird because he goes up to naked spider lady thing, and instead of using, I don't know, the giant sword he has to kill him, he decides to just punch the crap out of her, which I was like, what? Why would you do that? That's weird.
We need to talk about Spider Lady. Yeah. So in the game, there's a lot of monsters, and they've put them all in the movie. We have chest vomit guy. We have nurses.
Love him from the first movie. Love him in this movie.
We had final boss in bed, except she's not a boss in this, but the design is still there. We had abstract daddy. We kind of had flesh lips. We'll get into that later.
We got those little crawly things that crawl on the trilobite looking.
Oh, the bug thingies.
Bugs.
With
That
the
was
face.
cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did like that.
The problem in this movie, though, is they don't have their little monkey faces like they did in the first one.
That's very true.
They just have little blank faces. Although one of them did aggressively lick the glass. I don't know if you guys saw
laughed
this.
so hard.
In that one scene where they're like swarming like a river, and one of them goes.
There's that scene where he kills one, and one of them's like, bah! It was great.
They're my favorite thing in
That was
this
good.
movie franchise, I think, is these little shits.
I agree. But the one, well, there's a couple monsters missing. There's like the upside down ones with the sucker hands that if you have played the games, but you can't. I don't know.
My favorite.
I'm so fine with them not being in the game because in the movie, I mean,
they're uncomfortable.
Whatever.
I
But
don't like them.
there's no mannequins, and mannequins are like creatures made out of legs that try to jump scare you.
Made out of leg? Are they mannequin legs?
Yeah.
It's sort of.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like mannequin legs if they were made of flesh.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 pairs of them, like cat-dogged together vertically.
Do you remember the
Really
spider
cool.
thing in the second movie? It's that, but without the faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So wait, is it like 2 torsos together? Gotcha. Yeah. So there's like 4 legs.
And they're really fun because they like try to hide from you and then jump scare you when
They're really cool.
Yeah. They're a bit like face huggers.
Yeah, kind of.
Like they're kind of crawling around.
Well, there's 2 versions. There's the ones that stand, and then there's the spider ones that crawl around.
Oh,
and
God,
I hate
yeah.
them.
I hate those ones.
Okay.
They're awful.
Spider ones sound like my favorite enemy.
But I think the problem is they've already done all the monsters from this game in the other 2 movies. So for this one, instead of mannequins,
That's true.
Starkie, what? So you were like, it's a Dark Souls boss.
It is.
What is this enemy? What's going on?
So, if you've played Dark Souls before, the first one,
have.
of course, you run into a boss in one of the best areas in gaming called Blighttown, by the way. An incredible area. Definitely don't hate it at all.
Love Blighttown.
And the boss, sort of the end boss
Took the
at
kids there.
Awesome. Great vacation destination for sure.
Not for them.
No.
They all died.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, you run the end boss for that sort of legacy dungeon is called Chaos Witch Quelaag.
Okay.
And she is a giant spider body, and instead of her having a spider head, it's the naked torso of a lady with hair covering her nips. And
yes.
she's a very fun boss. It's a very, very cool design, I think. It fits right in with Dark Souls. But this is the weirdest spider lady that I've ever seen from this movie. It was... Why'd they make her ass so fat? What was that all about?
Starkie, it's not just that. Why does she have boob jiggle physics? What is this?
It was an overload of jiggle. It was too much.
I was like, what the heck?
It was a lot.
What?
It was a lot.
What the fuck? It's also complete. I haven't played the games past 3, so maybe this is an enemy in later games. But what the fuck? That's all I gotta say.
It was really weird because she's like a weird spider thing.
Yeah.
where her like body is contorted backwards and she's grown a bunch of spider legs. I liked that the head fell off, like cool. Rolled towards him. I thought that was like, oh, that's really spooky. I would have preferred if it was just like the headless torso, like crawling after him, and maybe it had like a more mouth where the head would have been. I think that would have been a cooler. But it's just like, oh no, it picked the head back up and put it back on, and that's the thing. I was like, okay, whatever. That was meh. That looks like something they'd put in for the 3D effects, you know?
Yeah.
No, thank you. But yeah, then it fights Pyramid Head. And I like to say, I think this is probably one of my favorite tropes of any universe that has monsters, is what happens when monsters interact with each other.
Yes.
And so we saw that in the first movie where, like, Pyramid Head's going around and there's all these little bugs and he just kind of kills them. He it fucking ignores them, or if they get in the way, he just like grabs one and crushes it. He's like, whatever, I don't give a shit about these things, right? They can't fuck with me, right? Where in this one, they like confront like two territorial animals being like, get the fuck out of my neighborhood. Although their fight is bad, because I was expecting, they're going to have a fight. It's going to dart around. It's going to jab at him. He might take some blows, and then he's just going to, like, chop her in half or something. No, instead, he, like, grabs her, puts her on a table, and then just smacks them a bunch.
Donkey Kong punches it.
Yeah, like, I was like, whoa. Weird. And then the camera decides that her ass is the main focus of the next, like, 3 scenes. It just zooms in, and it is. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this movie?
That was
really weird, but definitely, like, someone paid the director a lot of money to put this scene in the film. This was a Patreon bonus.
It was necessary to the plot.
That's all I'm saying.
Necessary to the story.
Yes.
We needed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was weird. That was I don't know what was good. That was very like there's certain Japanese horror games, and Silent Hill is one of them. There's certain Japanese horror games that I don't ever want to play because of stuff like that. And so it was interesting that that it went down that road with this movie.
Yeah.
But I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, those sound awful. Anyway, do you want to name the exact games where these sort of
so
things
there's
happen so I can avoid them?
So Resident Evil 3, anyway, what else is there to talk about? Oh, we haven't talked about, so Laura, she's in this, she's the girl, but she also has a doll.
Yes.
But the doll is an alive fetus?
It's a fetus, yeah.
That thing's terrifying.
That's okay. So that leads me into my theory of that she was pregnant with her dad or something like that, or her dad had gotten her pregnant from the like sexual abuse or something.
Okay.
I don't know. But it was like there's a dead fetus and Laura's clearly supposed to be part of her, right? So there's this whole thing of her innocence, that being taken away from her or something, you know what I mean?
I mean, that is actually more of a theme in Silent Hill 3 than it is in 2, but it is a theme in one of the games, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason why it's there. Totally. Like, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I thought about that whole thing. There was one weird scene where her, like, face, like, changes.
Yeah, what was that?
Eyes get really
eyes went all
wide.
weird and funky. What was with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was asking, you guys have played the game. What do you mean?
That does not
what
happen
was
in
with
the
that?
game. She is a lot funnier in the game. She calls James a fart face and then runs off. Like, that's hilarious. That's funny gold. I was mad they didn't include that. That pissed me off. I'm like, please say it, Laura, please.
Wait. That is actually. I'm changing my thing from a goodie to a oldie, because that is tragic.
That's awful.
Oh, speaking of things left out, let's talk about Eddie. He does run into Eddie at one point. So I did like the first scene that we see with Eddie, we do see his butt crack. And that is directly from the original Silent Hill 2. So,
that was awesome.
That's fair enough.
That's funny.
Starkie, who's Eddie? And why is he important? And why... I mean, just leave him out at this point. in this movie. I don't know why he's here.
Yeah, like why? They literally, the movie would not have been any different if they had just cut his role completely. Like, I mean, props to the actor. You know, I thought he did well with the resources he had. I think they wrote him very weirdly, but I think a lot of the writing issues I have is also because it's like an 16 to 18 hour game smushed into an hour and a half, so it's like there's obviously going to be lots of stuff that they have to cut.
And I will say as well, they did apparently shoot a lot with him and then cut it. And I think the only reason they didn't cut his first scene is because it's also where Laura is introduced. So I think that's probably why he's left in this at all. But yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I really like Eddie as a character. I think he's a very I mean, I think all the characters are a very big part of James's journey through Silent Hill in the game. Eddie specifically is a very interesting one. We also get to see his...
Can you give me some spoilers? Can you
absolutely
tell me his little story? Yeah.
So that's another thing I had an issue with from the start, is that Eddie's van wasn't in the parking lot. That really bothered me. Because in the game, there's a van in the parking lot, and you can see through the side windows and the windscreen that there's like a soda cup in there, and the more you play, you sort of find Eddie. He's very, you know, stereotypically unhealthy. Lots of junk food and soft drinks and stuff.
Pizza. How does he get hot pizza in Silent Hill? Who knows? He's magic.
But he has some other issues. He is a bit of a killer. He kills things.
The ladies?
No. In the game, it's told to us that the first thing he kills was a dog. Yeah, very unfortunate. And when you meet Eddie in the game, the first thing you see is you walk into a room and there's a guy stuffed into a broken fridge who's just dead, like just absolutely slaughtered.
Yeah.
And then you walk around the corner and Eddie's crying in the bathroom, and it's like, what happened here? This is a mess. But you also get to see Eddie Silent Hill in the game as well. In the meetings with him in the game, you sort of, it like drops subtle hints. You can see his breath every time you see him, even though like it's not really shown as a cold place. He's like sat in the cinema. He's eating ice cream, just like out of the bucket with his hand. It's very off-putting. And he's
that would hurt my hand and my that sounds terrible.
And his final sort of area in the game is like you fight him in a freezer. So it's like sort of showing his version of Silent Hill, which is very cold and like him, you know, like he doesn't feel anything. He's very cold, very killing, doesn't like, just a cold killer.
Okay, he's a psychopath.
Yeah, pretty much.
They gave him one scene in the movie and that's it. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Where's his character?
And it was just to explain that he was sick and that others were getting sick, and then he leaves, right?
He doesn't even leave. He just starts to punch James because Pyramid Head shows up, and then he runs away and we never see him again.
That's like flipped from the game, because James fucking decks him in the game right before his boss fight.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's like, and he's like pointing a gun at him, and James just clocks him in the jaw.
And like the interesting thing about Eddie is like in his version of Silent Hill, he's always been, because he's because he's overweight and quite unhealthy. He was always being bullied, and so in his version of Silent Hill, he's being chased by one of his bullies, and he just keeps killing him over and over again. So that's why there's bodies everywhere, is because he just keeps killing him over and over again. And it's kind of like meant to like show a side of James, which is like if James didn't, I don't know, have empathy, I guess, I don't fucking know, but like it's like a James could have gotten to this point as well if he killed more people. I don't know, we'll get to that later, but yeah. So, this is interesting. I think they should have just left him out entirely, but he's in there for a scene, so whatever.
I do agree with that. Yeah. I think, it just really bothers me how they clumped all the characters in together with Mary. I just like, it just felt wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could see them doing it as being like, this is different parts of her story. Is like, I see why they did it. I could see why you're upset, is that they kind of like took all these different characters and were like, you're all the one character now. Which means it would be weird because then all their different Silent Hills would be the one same Silent Hill, you know? Which wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I definitely understand why people would be upset with that change. Personally, I think it suits the themes going on. I think it all kind of still works. But it is a very weird, and also the way that they reveal it is very clunky, which is
oh yeah,
her name was Mary Angela Laura.
That was dumb. That was really dumb. That was unbelievably dumb. That was really, even I could tell as someone who had not seen it. I was like, 4 names? You're gonna have me believe she has 4 names? Fuck you, movie. No. Give her 3 names and a nickname at best, all right? You are stretching.
At least, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, come on. All right. I want to get to this ending, because we really got to talk about, like, what the fuck is going on.
Okay, so timeline-wise, he's with Mary, they are in Silent Hill. At one point, he follows her to a cult meeting where... she some weird blood ritual, it's very odd, and he's like, what the fuck?
They give her like medicine that makes her bleed, and then they all like molest her to get the blood.
Yeah, I assume that's the
weird.
Same vial that's in the first game that you give people, and then weird shit happens. Maybe I think they're trying to I don't know, but anyway, James is like, yo, what the fuck? And he confronts her and is like, we need to leave. And she's like, I was trying to, or whatever. He shakes her a bunch. You're like, oh,
then why
this guy sucks a little bit. Don't do that.
Why don't they leave? I don't understand why she's like, yeah, I was trying to leave, but then I met you, so I decided to go back. And it's like, why? Why didn't you just leave with the guy, right? Like, at that point, why did this whole movie happen? Because, like, it leads back at the end where I think that's exactly what they do, but it is a weird thing of, and even in this scene, I'm like, all right, so be like, sure, let's go, let's leave. Maybe she's more committed to staying here now that he's here or something. I don't know. But
think because she already tried to leave, they're keeping a closer eye on her, maybe? I think she's worried about safety rather than anything else, but...
Yeah, for sure. And also, like, he's also drunk at that time, so maybe it's best if you don't... Well,
yeah, and he's also grabbing her, which is like, I don't think I want to leave with you, actually. Fuck you a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't hop into the car with a guy who I know for a fact has been drinking nonstop and is about to drive. Possibly. I did see him drive at the start of this film, and it was not good. So maybe she's more just scared of hopping in a car with him.
Yeah, very true. I think they do sort of address that point in the movie where the potion that they're feeding her is like taking away her free will, like it's sort of like a mind control potion.
Okay, yeah.
And so it's sort of taking away her ability to make her own decisions and leave. So that, like, it's very messy. I don't like it. Like, also, I genuinely, like you were saying as well, like, James is meant to be a douche. He's meant to be an asshole. In this, I was on James's side. I'm like, dude, when a cult's involved, I'm fucking out. I ain't dealing with that. Like,
that's fair, yeah.
I get it.
I think it's interesting because in the game, you find out why James kind of sucks a little bit. In that he made a very selfish and awful decision that we'll get to and reveal to you a bit later on, Zach. But in this one, it's more like he's more like physically abusive in this.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting change because I think that you can't do what he does in the game because audiences will be like, yo, what the fuck? Because it's not more fucked up, but it's a different sort of fucked up in the game. And it's also a sort of fucked up where you're like, man, I can't believe I did that when you get to like the end of the game. Whereas in this movie, they go for a different approach, which is, it's very, I don't know, it's very interesting the changes they made here. But anyway, so he leaves and then she gets even more sick, so she's hospitalized. She's in hospital. And then eventually he comes to visit her. And she's like, yo, I hate this life, actually. Can you, I want you to kill me. And he's like, bet. And then he kills her. Starkie, how is that different from the game?
Well, in the movie, he's sobbing and bawling his eyes out the entire time, clearly not wanting her to go.
And he has a sick beard.
That fucking beard, dude. That pissed me off.
Yeah, whereas in the game, like I mentioned previously, instead of a cult, Mary has a terminal illness that she was diagnosed with. And James was just, like, he was not really thinking for anyone else except for himself. He couldn't handle the fact that his partner had a disease. He couldn't deal with it. He didn't want to see her. Honestly, he despised her at that stage. And she did in the game ask him. She said she wants to be put out of her misery. But James confirms, he's like, that's not why I did it, though. I just hated you. Like, I didn't like you at all. And it was it hits really hard in the game. It's it's insane.
It's also like he does it when she comes to visit him for like a weekend, and then he just kills her. And it's like, fuck.
That's so fucked.
And in the game as well. So it's important that you see the car, because in I don't know if it's confirmed, Starkie, but in the backseat of his car at the start of the game, you can see a body wrapped up in the backseat of his car. Because in the game, he's like, it's been 3 years, but it actually hasn't been 3 years. It's been like an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You sort of, that's like sort of over the entire game, you start to piece that together a little bit, because like another thing I really liked is like the whole hand thing with James. I do like how they added that in as well. But at the start, you read the note and James is like, you know, you died 3 years ago. Where are you? Like, how are you writing to me, Mary? Where are you? So that's why he's going into Silent Hill. He's like in denial, basically, at the whole first like quarter of the game. And then like as you go on, you meet Laura, you know, you find out stuff about her, and then you find a note later. It's like Mary wishing Laura a happy birthday, and Laura's like, oh yeah, I turned 8 last week. And it's like, Mary died 3 years ago. How did she wish Laura a happy 8th last week?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't check out. And then it like that all sort of pieces together. And people did go like free cam mode in the game and confirmed that Mary's body's in the backseat of James's car at the very start of the game. Yeah.
So they change. Going into this movie, I'm like, they're not going to do the game ending. There's no fucking way they're going to do the game ending. So they made it a bit more like, you know, I don't want to say nicer,
digestible.
Which is fair enough.
And
then so he's at this point as well. We've seen that he's like come out of his kind of like break, and he's in the psychiatric hospital. And his therapist is like, man, we need to keep an eye on that guy. And then he's like, yes, you do. And then he like walks to a window and is like, I'm going back to Silent Hill now. And then that's him go into his wife's body on the top of the roof. And then they hug. Yes. And then they go up into the air.
Yeah.
Well, first he encounters like Mirror, right? And then they get sucked into the bed dimension where there's the daddy. Yeah,
there's a bunch of that stuff.
There's the daddy thing, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And then he gets flung into the fiery corridors where he's running around for a bit, and then he encounters her body, which are cocoons in the bed, and then like unfurls. And is like, she's like a butterfly. She is free. But also she's the weird monster thing that gave him a throaty before. Don't worry about it. And then he like embraces her, but then it cuts to like a cutscene that he's imagining just kissing her. And then he's surrounded by millions of moths. And then they're back on the roof and it's normal Silent Hill. And he's just got her body. And then he commits suicide with her dead body. And then it cuts to the time before any of this happened, and he just nearly killed her on the road in a weed car-related accident. Yes. And he's like, well, I'm going to flirt with you and fucking leave. Bye. I'm going to do this where I don't go to Silent Hill, and we get to live together. The end.
Yeah, so my interpretation is, so they do take a bunch of endings from the game and kind of splice it together. So first of all, Mary says, I forgive you to him, which is him forgiving himself for killing her. But, like, you know, she asked for it. He's got a lot of guilt about it. And so in this version. And so she's like, I forgive you, and then they hug or whatever. That moment, I'm like, yeah, I like that. It's a change from the ending of the game, but I think it works. There is an ending of the game, and I think it's the best ending, where he kills himself. He drives into the lake and dies. And they do that in this. But I thought that him looking out of the window in the psychiatric hospital and then him driving into the lake and dying, I think he jumped. I think he's dead. I think he died. I think he killed himself. And then he is like, well, I forgive myself for killing her, but fuck this. Actually, I'm out. And then he kills himself. And then, because we hear, as he's drowning, we hear the therapist being like, are you there? Right? We hear that. And so I'm like, surely he's dead in the real, or he's dying in the real world. And then what he decides is he lives in the fantasy where he gets a do-over. And that's not his heaven or whatever, but that's his chosen limbo where he's like,
his world of delusion.
In real life, he tried to commit suicide, sort of failed, become and is brain damaged, whatever, and is just now an insane person at an asylum who lives in their own fantasy.
Yeah, or maybe he's in a coma or whatever.
Yeah, or a coma. Yeah. That makes sense.
I thought the ending of the game, I think the scene with him driving is stupid. But I think that story-wise, I actually quite liked that, because there is a fan theory. Maybe you can explain this more, Starkie, because I don't 100% have my head wrapped around it. But there is a fan theory that Silent Hill 2 is also a time loop.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it is thought that it's obviously not confirmed by Konami or anything. It's nothing official. It's fan theory.
Yeah.
It's got some pretty damning evidence, though. As you go through Silent Hill, you notice there's lots of corpses, like we were talking about before, how Eddie had killed, sort of, he just feels like he's always being laughed at, made fun of, stared at by everyone. So he kills, but that's his way of sort of escaping it. But to James, all of these dead bodies appear as himself. So every corpse that you see is wearing his jacket. It's, laying there. It's all covered in all gross Silent Hill shit. But they're all James. And the time loop theory suggests that these are just past versions of James that have gone through this time loop and died. Yeah. And so you're coming across all of the dead Jameses as like a Mickey 17 kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm with you. I like this.
So that's like the fan theory, and that's what I think they were going for at the end of this movie. Is that sort of...
Is a nod to the fan theory, as it were?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I think that I don't know if I like the happy ending. I like the happy ending where it's like, but then the moth flies by and it's like, well, maybe they were actually trapped and he's gonna be in Silent Hill after all at the end. And it's like, maybe it's a happy ending. And you could... I just feel like it was too happy an ending for all this bullshit to happen.
Fair. I think the way that the movie portrays it is way too happy. I agree with you. I think that, my interpretation of it is not happy, but it's maybe reading into it a little bit too much. But yeah, if you just take it at face value, it's like, oh, it's so bright and they're flirting. And he's like, well, I will take you out of Silent Hill instead of we go back, actually. Whoa! I know so much about you. Yeah. Your name's Mary. I definitely read it on your suitcase and don't know it because it's a time loop.
That was dumb.
But my name's not written on my suitcase. What the hell? How do you know my name?
Wait, how did you know that my suitcase latches were broken when you hit it with your car?
Run over it with your Mustang, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how did you know?
Look, I'm just saying, she definitely is like, yo, that's a Mustang on an artist's salary. This guy must be loaded. I'm getting in his pants, you know. I respect the hustle, is what I'm saying, you know.
He's got that banana taped on the wall kind of money, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
rich,
exactly.
He's so obsessed with pyramids. He's always putting them on his head. He's like, look at me. I'm angry. I put a pyramid on my head.
Put the road code down. Come on, we gotta go. Leave the work site alone.
Anyway, I think it's interesting our different takes on the movie and also our different opinions on it. Because, Starkie, you did not like this.
No,
that's fair. What is your least favorite? Would you say your least favorite thing is combining all the characters into one?
Yes. The whole Mary arc and Eddie not being a part of it. It really bugged me. I'm like, that's just...
Yeah.
Like, you're just taking the source material and wiping your ass with it at that stage. Like, it's just... Yeah.
This is fair.
I'd say so.
This is fair. Zach, any final thoughts on... Well, I mean, we've done it. We've reached the end of the Silent Hill franchise.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing else. Well, till he makes another movie and everyone hates it.
It made just under 50 million. So, it broke even at the very least. So, I don't think they'll make more of these, to be honest.
I doubt it, which is a shame, because I feel like what the director should be doing is just making his own stuff that doesn't involve the Silent Hill franchise, because I feel like he could make some pretty awesome horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
And not butcher a video game franchise.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because it sounds like he liked the video game franchise and just wanted to make some movies about it, which I can respect. But clearly he's just, like, not doing them enough justice. So just go out, make your own things, be it, like, inspired, have your own dimension where you send to, make a Elm Street movie or something. Like, you know, I think he would do a good job.
Make another Brotherhood of the Wolf. That was his other movie he really enjoyed. Go to...
That was a good movie. That was great. I like that movie, right? Yeah, so clearly good director, just like poor decisions made.
I think it's interesting as well, like everyone was like, the next Silent Hill's going to be so good because it's the guy who made the first one. We all hate it actually. So I think he's probably lost a lot of goodwill with general audiences. I still like him, but I think general audiences are definitely not going to want any more Silent Hill, at least from him. So
yeah,
I'm interested to see what he does next. And if they ever try and we're getting a new Resident Evil movie this year that's not connected to the games in any way, but it is, you know, another video game adaptation kind of coming back into the big, there's a lot of hype around it. So maybe it's
that's what everyone's begging for. More video game adapted into movie. That's what everyone wants. So maybe
at some point they'll try and redo Silent Hill as well, but I don't know. I doubt it. I think that Silent Hill is too psychological to be movies, so just leave it as games.
Yeah, I think personally, at least for me, the state of just horror movies as a genre, they're just a bit too silly to really portray Silent Hill very well, because it's a very serious, like, there's very serious themes, and the games are very, very dark in tone. They do have some goofy stuff in them, but that's like all extra random shit that doesn't really matter.
Chainsaws and laser guns and aliens.
Dog controlling the whole game.
Yeah. It was all a dog simulation.
Cinema. Yes! That's what this movie was needed at the ending. If the ending just panned to a dog in a fucking security booth.
Oh, yeah. That would have been perfect. I think that would have perfectly
ended the entire
That would have made
movie.
it a goodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would have been immediately like, perfect.
Yeah. Or just aliens. Just put in aliens. Oh, the alien ending for the Silent Hill 2 remake is the James from the first game comes back and is like, "You are a clone of me, and now we must swap places. I'm Space James, but now I'm going to be Earth James. I'm taking over the game now."
His name is actually Space James.
I kind of want to play these games. These games sound awesome.
They are really good.
They are fantastic.
Definitely play them. They are very scary, though. So play at your own discretion.
Well, that's that. There's always a catch with these things.
Maybe play with the lights on in broad daylight in the call with a bunch of people.
Yeah. Yeah, so then people can laugh at me. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this rush hour ad to keep you calm, which could help your driving. And science says therapy is great for a healthy mindset. So enjoy this 14-second session on us. I think you've done everything right and absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, anything that hasn't gone your way could probably be blamed on your father not being emotionally available because his father wasn't emotionally available, and so on. And now that you're calm and healing, you're probably driving better too.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Alrighty ho! It is time for the section at the end of the podcast, formerly known as Rotten Reviews, now currently known as Ranking Review Rumble. Might be getting a new name soon enough because I'm kind of tired of my Ranking Review Rumbles. I want to change it up again. Is it because I have a short attention span and I get bored with my current gimmick and move on to a new one just to keep it fresh and solely for me to be entertained? Is it a like an artist where every time I make a painting, I think it is bad and trash,
draw a pyramid
and I'm
around
always trying to freshen it? Or is it I just thought the previous idea was shit? Who knows? All right. So how this is going to work is I have 5 different places where I've gotten reviews from, potentially. Because I've gotten Rotten Tomatoes, Letterboxd, Metacritic, Common Sense Media, and me.
Ooh.
I've gotten reviews from all of these places, but this week, I've done something different. Instead of having like one from each of them, I have taken an uneven amount from each of these and put them into the reviews. For example, I could have all of them from one place. Or I could have 0 from a certain place.
Right.
Oh boy.
Or I could just have like 2 from one place because I found 2 reviews that look cool. Is this because we just did a very recent movie and there's not many reviews and therefore I had to really cherry pick? Who knows? Maybe that's one of the endings. Maybe it was all a dog the whole time.
Okay.
Who knows?
Wow. All right. Okay. This sounds way harder than the last one, and I'm here for it.
Well, I've noticed that you've become too good at these things, and I need to make it harder for you specifically, because it used to be, it was like random chance, whatever people would get. But Sandra's been getting to cotton on. And so I've noticed when guests come on, they will always struggle no matter what bullshit I'm doing. So even if I make it really hard, it's going to be really hard for the guest anyway, right?
That's fair.
I might as well just make it hard repeatedly just for you specifically.
I'm here for it. Why not?
Yeah. All right. So Starkie, I'm sure you're familiar with our point system where you will be guessing what review site each review is from.
Yep.
But you will also be guessing the score. And this time I will be tracking the points. I will do this, and I definitely won't forget each round. See, I'll mark it S for Sandro and an S for Starkie.
That won't be confusing at all.
That's the easiest thing to read. Hell yeah.
All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
Perhaps.
Remember, if you do not win this, Starkie, you will be fired at the end of the episode. So there's a lot on the line.
I didn't know that was on the line.
Please throw it.
Right. Yeah. We'll see. He might not have to. All right. So I've changed the reviewer names. So it's harder for you guys to figure out the site and also protecting identity or some rubbish. All right. The first review is by a lot of moths.
Yeah, all right.
Who says, I wish Pyramid Head would pound me against the table.
Yeah, okay, all right. We're getting into it already.
At the start of the podcast where I was like, boy, I didn't find any reviews.
Is that my review? Oh my god.
Yeah. I found your review specifically.
Who should go first?
I think you should go first, Sandro. I think you're the professional. You need to sort it up to the table.
I think this is your review, Zach. I'm gonna say this is yours because I haven't seen people be that horny for Pyramid Head off of this one. A lot for the other two, but everyone's just kind of mad about this one. So I think that that's your review, and I think you probably gave this a 3. So that's my thoughts.
That's a very good train of thought. That is actually. I can imagine.
You can agree. You can pick the same one.
I think I might have to because I feel like everyone else is just too mad to even focus on how horny they are for Pyramid Head.
I might also point out that Sandro might be underestimating how many people are horny.
That's true.
That's the thing. He might also be.
I might be.
I don't know if he looked at any of the review sites after the podcast, but Letterboxd in particular, like literally, it was like every 10, there'd be one review that wasn't horny for fucking Pyramid Head.
All right.
You know?
I need to look that up.
Jesus Christ!
You know what would be really funny if that was actually Common Sense Media.
That would be great. That would be very good.
I don't know. I'm not going to guess that.
So Starkie, what score are you guessing?
I think I'll guess Rotten Tomatoes, and I think I'll guess a 2.5.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to reveal it now. It was my review. Yes, you were right. Well done. Well, sleuth. I didn't find as many horny reviews this time. There was some. I will say there was some. But I thought that I needed my own word in this matter. But I rated it 2.5.
Yes. Okay.
I did not rate it a 3. I was in the middle.
Very on the fence about it.
Yeah. I was very on the fence about it. So that's 2 points for Starkie and 1 point for Sandro. So Starkie, your job's looking good right now.
How does Starkie get 2 points?
Because he guessed the score correctly and the place.
I said Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
you said Rotten Tomatoes at the end?
Yeah.
What?
I made a big boo-boo.
Damn.
Well, that was
I got 2 points.
Yeah, you can just edit it. You can just edit it out. All right. Well, at the end, if you lose, you can just edit it so you won.
Yeah,
so that'll be fine.
Exactly. All right. We'll leave all this in then, and we'll see what happens.
All right. The next review is by Nude Spider Monster Butt Close Up.
Yeah.
Who says, "Turn off the flashlight, you fucking moron."
That's a very good review.
Oh, that is good.
Oh, God.
Starkie, go first.
I'll go first this time. Okay. I think. Ooh. Okay. This is. Stay with me here. Bear with me for my train of thought here. I'm gonna say. I think this was Metacritic because Metacritic is also a very popular site for game ratings.
Oh,
and I think this person knows enough about the games to know that the flashlight in the games actually disturbs the monsters and makes them attack you. So I think I'm going to say Metacritic, and it's going to be a 1.5. That's my thoughts.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay,
that's really good. Ooh, that's great. Actually, I'm gonna go a different route. I'm gonna say Letterboxd because it's a funny joke, and I'll give it a 1. Yeah.
Okay. Now remember, I could also put multiple reviews in this. Yeah. I'm just pointing that out. This was Letterboxd. Well done, Sandro.
Okay.
And it was 1 out of 5.
Ooh.
So that's actually 2 points for Sandro right now.
Right.
Oh, my job's
Putting
on the
him
line.
into the lead. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah.
You can't edit your way out of this,
I also
Starkie.
thought throughout the entire movie, why doesn't he turn off the fucking light? Especially when he's hiding from the monsters.
Yeah.
He just has it on his breast pocket. He has this giant light shooting out. I'm like, how are you stealthy in any way, shape, or form? What? It'd be the first thing I think of is to turn off the light if I'm trying to hide.
That
right?
is very fair, for sure.
All right. The next review is by Throat Fister, who says, "It was worse than mid and had no rhyme or reason to it. Slanty face, like
Damn that.
Colon/, I should say. Yeah.
That emoji immediately makes me think Rotten Tomatoes. So I'm going to go Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm going to say... maybe like a 1.5? I'll go 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with Rotten Tomatoes, but I think they would have said a 2. 2 out of...
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you both get a point. It is Rotten Tomatoes. Well done. You guys are doing pretty well.
Very well.
You guys are doing good. But it was 0.5.
That's not mid.
wow.
That's just garbage.
It said it was worse than mid.
Worse than mid. I see. I missed that part. No, they're forgiven.
Which is 0.5. Yeah.
Of course.
All right. Wig Maker says, bringing my nerdy Silent Hill loving boyfriend to go see this felt like bringing a baby lamb to the slaughter.
Wow. Okay.
God.
Damn.
Very graphic.
That's really graphic. But, well, no, actually, it's for Starkie to go first.
Starkie, you could go first.
You know what? I feel like this is where we start doubling up on the old review site. I feel like this one also may be letterboxed.
Oh.
A good choice.
And this person, their boyfriend clearly didn't like it.
You got that impression?
I did get that impression, but do they like it though? That's
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, they gave it a 5 out of 5. Best movie, they slaughtered their boyfriend.
No, I think they probably would have. You know, if they have a partner that's really into Silent Hill, they probably get a lot of sort of secondary information from them due to that. So I think
they would have had to listen to their boyfriend complain about this for the next week and a half.
And I think that alone makes them think it's a 0.5 out of 5.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's
so
fair.
Rotten Tomatoes 0.5. Yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes 0.5. That's a good.
I thought you said letterbox.
Letterbox. Oh yes, letterbox. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Just double checking.
No, thank you. Yes.
All right.
This review is about someone taking someone else to see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is a partner, but it is going with someone to see a movie. And I think it's a common sense media review because of that. Usually it's about kids, but you never know. It could be common sense. Should you take your partner to see this? So I'm going to say it's common sense media, even though it makes no sense for this movie to be on there. And I'm going to say it's 1 point. No, I think 0.5 is actually found. 0.5.
All right. Well, that was letterbox.
Oh.
So Starkie gets a point. Woo! You were right. It was the double up. Well done.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice.
And it was 1 out of 5. So you guys were both on the cusp.
Okay.
So close.
You both were on the cusp. All right. Starkie gaining a little lead there. Coming back. Bring it closer.
Not bad.
All right. The next review is by James Corden.
Hell yeah.
Which I think was the name of the main character, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So he says, congratulations to Silent Hill HD collection. You are no longer the worst way to experience Silent Hill 2.
Pretty funny. Oh, that's good.
I'm glad you think so. Because, Sandra, you got to guess where this is from.
I liked Starkie's train of thought earlier with Metacritic being about games, because I think that this one, it's about the games, so I think it's Metacritic, and I don't know, like, the worst way to experience the films, I'll go 0.5 again.
Good call.
I do agree with Metacritic. I do think this is along that into game sort of area. I, however, think, look, it's the worst way to enjoy Silent Hill 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still Silent Hill 2. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a very iconic piece of media. So I think they went a 1.5 as opposed to 0.5.
Well, it was Letterbox again.
Oh.
But it was 0.5.
Fuck's sake.
It was 0.5. So Sandro does get a point.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
Which means, Starkie, to get a tie, you're going to have to get both of these last ones correct.
All right, I'm handing in my 2 weeks. It's over. All
Yeah. Well, you can always edit it so that you can just win.
Yeah,
that's always an option.
That's true.
Just what you need to do is just retroactively go edit out your audio and just record new audio, you saying all the correct answers, right? And then you'll just have 100% at the end. It'll be great.
That'll be so funny.
All right. The last review is by Waste of a Good Car, who says, a happy ending for James Sunderland. Exactly what we all thought he deserved.
Oh, God. Okay. Who would want James Sunderland to have a very good ending? Rotten Tomatoes, I reckon.
I think Sandro. Oh, you're saying Rotten.
Rotten
Okay.
Tomatoes,
I was
okay.
going to say Sandro. You should pick first for this one, seeing as you're winning.
Yeah.
No. But I'm putting the pressure on him. I want him to really,
Well,
put his
Starkie
foot forward here.
said Rotten Tomatoes.
I did. I
is
do
a-
think Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
You can change your mind if you wish. Listening to Sandro's though, I want Sandro to try and piece this one together.
I think that you wouldn't give up the opportunity of doing 2 reviews in this section, Zach. And so I think it's your review.
Oh,
But which means it's 2.5 again, probably. But I'm not 100%. I see Rotten Tomatoes, but I also am going to go you purely based on it. You would do 2 reviews of yourself in this. Or you'd think that I would think that is the other thing.
Yes.
So
you think that I would think that, so you know that I know that you know that I know that you know.
But I'm going to say
So what do you know that I know that you know that I know?
But I am going to say you. I will say you.
Ah, very good.
And 2.5 again. Starkie's turn.
God, the movies were
Starkie,
enough
what do you think?
psychological damage. This is too much. Whew. You know what? I'm just going
If
to
I tell you this isn't Rotten Tomatoes, would that change your mind? Would that change your pick?
You're trying to trick me. No. No, I do.
No, I'm doing the multi-hole problem, right? I'm going to open the door, right? Show you which answer's wrong. Actually, I meant to tell you that one of the other answers is wrong, not your own answer. And then you have to always switch, right? But
no, I think Sandra makes a very good point in that. You wouldn't be able to resist putting 2 into this section. Which, I respect. I respect if you did. I would do that as well. However, I think just for the fun of it, you would have changed your score for a second review just to fuck with us, because I think that would be very funny.
That is funny.
I think you went the positive way on this one and gave it like a 4 or something, just to really.
That's
a good call. That's
very funny.
Now you see, Sandra, I knew that you would think that I would put another one of myself in.
Oh my God.
And I was going to put another one of myself in. But I changed it at the last minute because I was like, no, they'll expect this. So instead, Metacritic is for the last one.
Metacritic.
And it is a 0.5. Which means the final scores is Sandro at 5 points. And Starkie with 100%, he got them all right. Wow, he did
my
it.
God, yes.
He's so good.
Wow.
I can't believe you got every single answer right. Wow, that's
And I
really
didn't even
impressive,
have to edit
Starkie.
them in post either. That's so crazy.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Oh my God. Well, Starkie, you won, and that means you get paid, but it also means that you gotta let everyone know that you stream on Twitch.
I do indeed. I stream at twitch.tv/Starkie, spelled with 2 S's and 2 E's. I think it's the links are all in the Spotify, Apple TV, Apple Podcast, whatever it's on. All the descriptions.
Yeah.
I think I'm in there. And at the moment, I just started a Hollow Knight Silk Song. It's been really fun. I've been enjoying it. Taking a quick break from horror before I probably inevitably get back into horror.
Is it a break from horror, though, if you think about it?
Hollow Knight, I don't know. Not really.
Hollow Knight's just incredible. But anyway, I'm playing Silk Song over there. So if you want to come say hi, stream on Wednesdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. Australian Eastern. So feel free to come over and hang out a bit. Say hi.
Hell yeah.
It's cool
Sounds
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey.
You'll probably see us in there as well every now and then, which is great as well, so say hi to us too. You can also, as you mentioned, all Starkie's links in the episode description. So ours, follow us on the things if you want. Drop a review on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, comment on YouTube. That helps the show out. If you want ad-free episodes that are also early, because I upload them as soon as Starkie finishes editing them. That's wild how that happens. Patreon.com/OldieBuddyGoodiePod. You can also get bonus episodes there for a little bit more as well. We're wrapping up our series on the X-Men movies. Zach, you finally watched Dark Phoenix. That was a hilarious episode. Very excited for that's out now. That's out right now. So go listen. That's a fun one.
That's weird, because I can't remember literally anything that happened in the episode or the movie. It's almost like I'm actively blocking it out.
You're going through your own Silent Hill 2 where you have to go and accept that you watched the movie.
Yes. I think my Silent Hill would be coming to the terms with the fact that I did, in fact, watch Dark Phoenix. It would have about the same amount of fire in it, though. So there you go.
Yeah. How about that? Go and check that out. Links in the episode description. You also get to vote on the next bunch of episodes are Zach's month and then my month, and that'll be up on Patreon for people to vote for.
Yes.
That's already happening, so if you want to jump up there for free, you just have to sign up as a member. Don't have to pay anything. You can go and vote on those options, which is going to be very fun. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what happens. But before Zach's month starts...
What?
We actually have one episode in between then and now. And
so I get to pick a movie, right?
No, because if you pick a movie that then leads into your month, that is...
Oh, right.
That is not good.
Yeah, because then I get 5 in a row.
Yeah.
That would be insane. That would be crazy.
And
psychopathic.
And I picked Silent Hill, so I can't do it, because then I'm getting 4 in a row. That's my own month, and then I get another one later. That's not fair. So...
Then what are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Gentlemen, I have prepared something.
Oh my god.
I have prepared 5 movie choices.
Oh no.
To choose between.
My lord. You were doing the villain thing of you made me watch 3 Silent Hill movies. I'm about to inflict some pain on you, and that is making me very nervous.
Oh.
I will say I have put some absolutely horrendous movies in here, and I've also put some very fun movies in here.
Okay, great. Awesome. There's landmines. Awesome.
I am not going to be biased with my answers to any of your questions whatsoever. So,
wow.
You're hey, you can walk through this park. There are landmines through the park, but there's also some nice roses for you to smell.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not going to tell you what the landmines are.
Yeah.
I mean, last time Starkie picked a movie, he made us watch Signs, and that was fun. So,
cool.
Surely.
It's true.
Surely we'll get that again.
Signs was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I haven't actually prepared anything for this segment except for the movies, but I do, in fact, want you both to work together in this section.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm going to
teamwork.
You're going to have to decide. We'll do 1 point for each, and you both have to agree upon one answer.
We both only get 1 point.
If you can't come to an agreement, we will split it as 0.5 for both.
Ooh.
And that's 1 point across like 5. If there's like 5 genres, we can only give 1 point to a genre.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
I'm not giving you any leeway at all. This is going to be incredible.
Jeez,
So-
Okay.
All right.
Shall we get
Surely
started?
through like crowd intelligence, Sandro, we can like
I reckon.
average it out so it's good.
You've
right?
had a few years on this together. You should know, what each other are kind of looking for in a good movie to review. So I'm excited to see how this goes. I think this will be fun. So
Wow. All right.
let's get started, shall we? Do you want to do the gimmies? What stuff would you like to know?
Sandro, as you are the team leader and therefore take full responsibility for whatever movie we end up picking,
Okay.
what do you think we should start with?
I think genre is usually a pretty good pick to start off with.
Genre?
Yeah, let's go with genres.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have action,
Action.
Okay.
horror,
Horror.
All right.
Could go wrong.
sci-fi,
Sci-fi. Could also go wrong.
horror,
Oh,
Horror.
more horror.
I've heard can go wrong.
and sci-fi.
Oh no.
And sci-fi.
Oh,
okay.
double ups.
All right.
Okay.
So we've got action movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, no. We've watched some pretty shitty action movies. Okay. We've got action movie, which is like minimum, I think, going to be average.
Yeah.
I think that's
it could be
that's
a
safe
Ghosts of
pick.
Mars though. It could be real bad.
Yeah. And that could be like action horror, and it is the shittest one.
Yeah.
Is the problem. And then we've got horror, sci-fi, horror, sci-fi.
Horror, sci-fi.
What vibes?
I'm looking at what we've done recently, and we haven't done a sci-fi since Quiet Earth.
I'm with you.
And that wasn't really
I'm
a
with
sci-fi. Like it was, but it also wasn't. We have done a lot of horror, so I'm not going for horror. And action, we haven't done an well, I don't know. I don't think the Western movies were action. I don't think we've done an action film in a very long time.
There was a bit of action. I think I would also like to do sci-fi, but I'm a little metagaming right now because I also have to connect to this movie the week after, right?
That's true, you do.
So right now, what I'm doing is like, if it's a sci-fi, right, then possibly I could connect it to a cool sci-fi movie myself, right? So that's my thinking. So I'm also sci-fi.
You're also sci-fi.
The question is, do we sci-fi 1 or sci-fi 2 now?
Or do we split? Do we split and give both of them half
50,
a point?
50. No, that's a coward's way. No,
All right.
I'm not
But
splitting. I'm not
strategic
splitting. I'm
splitting?
picking one of them.
Okay.
No, that's cringe as fuck.
Okay, no, that's fair.
That's so cringe.
That's fair. All right, we got to commit to one. What one are you? My vibes are, or the end. My vibes are the end. The last one.
Yeah, I was also going to say the end.
Yeah.
All right. I think we double up on the end.
All right. I'm happy with that. We'll give 1 point to film number 5.
Okay.
All right. Next one. What are we looking for? Do we want second genre? Do we want year? Do we want actor, director? What are we looking for?
I want year.
Yeah?
I'm going to do year.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh boy, am I excited for this. All right. We have
I just want to hear what years there are and know in my heart of hearts what's happening
Yeah.
right now.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I get that. I feel that.
so we have 2010,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a strong start.
Okay.
2002,
Oh, okay.
Not great.
2018,
Nah.
Oh my. Okay.
2025.
Oh my
If the next
God.
movie starts with a 2, I'm going to be upset with you, young man.
Well, 2005.
Oh, we are cooked, Sandro.
Fucking hell. All right.
God.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, shit. This is bad, Sandro. This is really
this
bad.
Is bad. This is bad.
If I may offer a piece of insight to help you, Signs
Oh.
was also released in 2002, if that nudges you
true.
in any specific direction.
Well, and Science, well, 2002 is also the year that you were born, which is why
It is.
out of
It is.
all of these movies, I am leaning
good
more
year.
towards 2002 personally because,
Okay.
one, it's the older option, but also
Yeah.
because it's the year Starkie was born, and that's always funny to do movies from that year. What are you thinking, though, Zach?
My actual thoughts was that I don't want to touch 2002 with a 10-foot pole.
Okay,
Like,
fair.
I was like, That's gotta be like god awful, right?
Yeah.
I was complete opposite. I was like, that has to be like the worst one on here, surely.
Okay.
Oh, there's a 2025 one actually. Maybe I'm wrong.
Very recent. Very recent.
I was leaning towards the 2005 actually, personally.
Oh.
Okay.
But that also has the danger of being rank.
Well, 2005, slap bang in the middle. It depends on the genre, because I feel like if it's horror, bad. But if it's
Yes.
sci-fi or action, I feel like it
Also
could be...
very bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The biggest...
But here's the thing. Spy Kids 2 came out in 2002.
Oh.
So you might be onto something, Sandro, where if we picked 2002, it might be Spy Kids 2.
That's a very dangerous way of thinking, though, Zach. It's a big risk, but...
Putting all his marbles
Have we
in one
reviewed
bag.
Spy Kids 2 on the podcast?
No, we've only done one. We've never made it back
Really?
around. Yeah.
I'm picking 2002 for the chance to do Spy Kids 2, which is my favorite Spy Kids movie.
Okay. Do you want to commit to that, Sandro, or would you like to split the vote on this one?
The more modern we get, the more red flags I see. So I'm more than happy to go 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go 2002.
All right, yeah.
All right.
I turned back around when I googled Spy Kids 2 and found out what year it was from.
All right, so that's 1 point for 02. Wonderful. So we have, what do we have? 1 point on sci-fi for that first one, and then 1 point on 2002. Wonderful.
2002.
All right.
Okay,
What
let's
are we feeling
get
next? We'll go one more gimme, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of actor. I'm always a big fan of actor,
okay.
so I would like that.
I would be if I could remember a single actor, Besides Tom Hopper, the only actor I care about.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay, so we have Jason Schwartzman.
Jason
I know the
Schwartzman.
name. I know that name.
Mhm.
Okay.
No looking up though.
Yeah.
My eyes are on you.
Yeah.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh!
Whoa!
Hell yeah.
Oh!
TJ
Hang
Miller.
on!
Oh,
Hang on,
God.
guys.
TJ Miller.
TJ Miller!
TJ gonna call in a fake bomb threat at an airport. Get fired off
Miller.
Deadpool.
That's the one and only. We have. I don't think you'll know any of these ones. If you do, props to you. Yamato Kochi.
No, I don't know who that is.
And we also have Carl Urban.
Carl Urban!
Oh, no.
Mm.
Oh, Carl Urban. We love him. Okay, so...
I'm between Carl Urban and Rodriguez.
Yeah. I am also between those two. I want to know, can you say, Starkie, like, what are some other movies that Jason Schwartzman's been in? Because I'm not 100% sure on who he is. And then also that other guy as well. Just anything that's not going to give it too much away, but...
Jason Schwartzman was a part of Fantastic Mr. Fox from 2009.
Okay. That's a good sign.
Ooh, banger movie.
I'll give you that one. What was the other one that you wanted to know about?
Very sad to hear that name of a movie said, because that probably means it's not one of these options, right? It's definitely not one of these options.
Was it the Japanese
Yeah,
name?
the second last one.
They're not really in a whole
Fantastic
lot.
Mr. Fox was 2009. Shit.
Damn.
Shit.
They've, yeah, this person's only been in stuff over like the last 2 years, so they're quite new to the acting scene.
That means that's the most recent one, Zach, and I would love to do a movie not starring white Americans, but that's a recent movie, and so that's a bit of a wee woo for me. Recent, no.
Okay.
Even though I do maybe actually want to watch that, because I think I know what it is.
So, Rodriguez? Yeah?
Rodriguez or Urban? We've done a lot of Carl Urban. We've done Rodriguez. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, you're
Rodriguez?
convincing me, Zach. Yeah. Let's go Rodriguez. Because it could be... It wouldn't be Spy Kids, but it could be Machete, which is a spin-off of Spy Kids. So, it could.
I think it's going to be some terrible shit, and you should definitely not give this one a point. That's my thoughts, but I thought it was funny if we voted this one.
All right, Michelle Rodriguez. Fast and Furious 2.
right.
Oh, no!
Awesome. So Michelle Rodriguez got 1 point. Wonderful. Do we want to do one more gimme and then go to another question?
Questions? Yeah, definitely.
What other gimmies do we have?
We've got we have second genre.
Oh yes,
It's always a good one.
Forgot about second genre.
I mean, we could do like Rotten Tomatoes score, I guess.
That's
right.
always fun. That's always fun.
I think we should do second genre personally.
I'm on board
genre?
with that. I'm
I'm down to do that. All right.
Rotten Tomatoes is the coward's way out in this situation. Right?
Let me write these in as I say them. So we have comedy,
Oh, okay.
action,
Okay.
action,
Oh,
Okay.
horror.
that's good news. Oh, yep, I knew it. I knew there was another horror, because this is the other way around, you fucker. I knew it was an action horror.
And horror.
Fuck.
Ah!
Okay, so we have horror, action, horror, sci-fi. We also have sci-fi horror, probably.
Yes, we definitely have a sci-fi horror and an action horror. So I feel like we need to pick one of the actions here, right? Because,
Ooh, okay.
right? Like, if we're avoiding the horror genre, right? We probably most definitely picked the sci-fi horror already.
Probably.
So we need to try and balance out our sci-fis and get... That's my vote, because then we're getting, I don't know, Alien Resurgence or something.
Alien Resurgence, I hate that one. What about... But
Yeah.
my thoughts is, though, what if we pick comedy? Because then it would be funny.
Wow. Fucking genius over here. Holy shit.
Incredible.
See, this is why you're the team leader.
Well, that means that we
What
either have an
insight.
action comedy, which probably won't be very good. Let's be honest. Most action comedies are not great. But we could have a horror comedy, which they're usually pretty fun, or a sci-fi
horror
comedy, which I don't think we've ever done on the show aside from Spaceballs.
Ooh.
That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts.
Very
But also, I think
interesting.
you're probably right with picking action. I think I'm on board with that.
Man, you've sold me on comedy. You're the team leader here. You take responsibility, remember? So I say we go on comedy.
All right, let's do comedy.
Go comedy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, 1 point to comedy. Okay.
I just feel like we can't lose. Surely we won't get another incest rom-com, Zach. Surely that won't happen again on the show.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, why
think-
would you mention it?
I think that's all the gimmies I
All the
will be
gimmies.
giving.
Yeah.
All right.
I want you both to come up with one question each, and
Okay,
you guys
yep.
can decide who goes first, and we'll go from there. So,
I already have one ready to go. I've
You
been
got one
thinking
ready?
about it the whole time.
Go for it.
shoot.
Yep. If these movies were an eldritch abomination, horrible, yet possibly sexy
Ooh.
monster that you would fight in a video game,
Oh.
what sort of concoction would each of these
Okay.
movies be?
I like this question. This is a good question.
Interesting. God. So, I have changed your question slightly, Zach.
Oh, okay.
And the fact that I have decided to do, instead of sort of eldritch, kind of fantasy-esque, grotesque creature beings, I've just gone with what I know best, which is Souls and Souls-like games. They plenty of bosses
I mean,
across
that's-
those, and
Okay.
I've been able to relate one to each. So,
Okay.
that's a good way of doing that. No, I like this. I like this
like
better.
it.
This is good.
awesome. So first we have Chaos Witch Quelaag, which I described.
Yeah.
this
Yes.
Second, we have a boss called Ceaseless Discharge. I'm not joking.
Relatable, am
That
I
is
right?
actually a
Discharge.
boss from Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls
It
1.
is
Wow. Oh, I mean,
Disgusting.
they look cool. I like
They
them.
do look cool.
They look
They are
alright.
gross,
yeah,
but they
yeah.
Yep, very funny. Anyway, and then we have...
This is me after downing a slab of beers. I'm just ceaselessly pissing.
Yeah, for sure.
And now we're switching games a little bit. We're going over to a game called Lies of P, another favorite
yes.
of mine.
It's a banger.
And this one will be Romeo, King of Puppets. Very cool boss. One of my favorites.
Okay, yeah. I like the look of this. Very
yeah.
sleek.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This guy, but also kind of robotic in a way. Sandro, sci-fi,
Robotic, sci-fi. But
Sci-fi.
it's like Hades vibes as well. I don't know why. I'm just getting Hades
Oh,
vibes.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Interesting.
Yep.
Next up, we have Mikolash, Host of the Nightmare. Here, let me press enter so you know how to spell it. Yes, Mikolash, Host of the Nightmare. a boss from Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. Oh, the pyramid head of Bloodborne, one might say. It's got a cage
pretty
on his
much.
head.
Whoa.
Okay.
And the last one is Taurus Demon from Dark Souls 1.
Taurus Demon.
One of the
Does
first
that
bosses
have
that
any
you fight.
resemblance to a bull, perhaps? Whoa! It has horns like a bull?
Whoa! And it's a demon? Holy
Whoa! Oh, I know this one.
Okay. All right.
so-
This is the one. This is the one you could cheese with a bow and arrow. I think at some point.
Yeah, you could just climb up a ladder and just shoot.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Ping.
It's very
So
funny.
we have
Yeah.
Spider Lady, we have Discharge Guy is kind of like, he looks like a big lava creature. I don't know how else to really
Big
describe.
Yes.
blob of discharge.
That could be Shark Boy Lava Girl.
could be.
right there.
I'm
That's a Shark Boy Lava Girl if I've ever seen it.
we have the Romeo guy, his robot dude with a sword. We got guy with a cage on his head from Bloodborne, and then also I'm leaning the least towards Taurus Demon personally.
That's fair. That's
okay.
fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, of all the options here, like I don't mind Taurus Demon. However, in game, I mean. But, yes, I think he is the least interesting
As a
of some of
concept,
these bosses here.
very
Yeah.
plain.
He's just a big bull guy. He got big axe. Look, you could cheese him with a bow and arrow. Fuck
For
you.
sure.
I do like all the other options more, I think.
Yeah.
The first one, the spider lady, scares me.
Too similar to what we've just done.
so-
Same with the cage on his head guy. Too similar to what we've just done, I think.
I disagree.
Okay.
I like Cage on the head guy a lot.
Okay.
Cage on the head guy I like more than Ceaseless Discharge.
Okay, fair.
And it's not just because he's called Ceaseless Discharge, but it is just because he's called Ceaseless Discharge.
I do want to say that it might not necessarily have been picked
Nope.
the way you think.
Nope. Nope. Incorrect.
Some of
You
these
picked them exactly. I have now pegged every single movie to each of these. I know it perfectly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What one are you leaning towards, Zach?
I have no fucking clue. Let me look at this guy. I honestly, I really like Mikolash, Host of Nightmares. I don't know, him just evangelizing in the pictures. I really like this guy. This guy knows
Okay,
what's up.
all right, that's fair.
I don't know. He looks. He reminds me of like the Skyrim guy in the main town area of Whiterun or whatever. Going live.
Oh, yes. For sure. I get that.
sort of thing. Yeah.
You know what? I've been the leader. You went with me for comedy, even though you might not have 100% gotten it. I am happy to go with you for this one. We'll go for the guy with the cage on his head from Bloodborne, if that's what you're thinking.
Mikolash.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Also, shout out Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
shout
about-
out.
What a good
A
game.
movie coming out of that soon as well, by the way. Animated film started production. Very, very cool.
Oh, that sounds sick.
Okay, for the final question, I had two ideas. One of them was what Mario character are they, but you just did a bunch of Souls-like characters, so I don't think we're going to do that.
God, no. God.
I think, also for the sake of time, let's do, if these movies were other movies,
Ooh.
what would they be?
Ooh.
First movie that you think of, though.
Oh, God.
It's got to be the first movie that you think of.
Okay, this is good because we're doing this on the end.
Yeah.
Because if you do this first, then we might figure out what movies they
Yeah.
are. Because if we figure out the movies now, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
We're already fucked. One of these movies has like 4 points, and there's no chance we're getting anything else, right?
Exactly.
Oh, God. I can't think of anything for the first one. The second one, I immediately just think of, like, human centipede, just something super gross.
Ugh.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
All right. Human centipede. All right.
Yep. Third one, I think of Iron Giant.
Oh.
Ah.
Third one, that was the third one, sorry. Fourth one, I think of Groundhog Day.
Ooh.
And
bit of time travel.
Okay.
the fifth one makes me think of Hellraiser, honestly.
Oh.
The
I love
first
Hellraiser.
one, yeah, I still don't really, I guess, like, Dracula or something. I really can't think of a good one for the first one, so I'm really struggling on that one.
Okay, okay.
Drac-
Well,
Yeah.
we'll come back to Dracula when it's revealed what the movies are, and I'll tell you exactly the movie that I came to mind as soon as I see that.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Honestly, you know what? That's a good shout. We'll go with that. Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
All right.
Go from Dracula to Shark Boy and Lava
Actually,
Girl.
I really like that for this one.
Shark Boy and
you're
Lava
so
Girl.
right. That's genius. I love
Zach,
it.
here's the problem with it being Shark Boy and Lava Girl is I want to vote for Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That's really funny, because now I'm like, well, I have to vote Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
God damn it.
Well, I was going to vote for one of the other ones.
Yeah. I'm happy to just immediately go all in. Like I would go Hellraiser personally, but also horror again. I don't know. Maybe I'd go Iron Giant.
I don't want to do Human Centipede.
No.
That scares me. Iron Giant was tempting.
Yeah.
I like Iron Giant's a great movie.
Definitely.
I mean, what was the third one?
Yeah, Groundhog Day.
That was
Groundhog Day.
Yes, Groundhog Day, yes.
Was going to be my pick.
good.
Groundhog Day was because I like time travel.
Yeah.
I'm like love a bit of time travel.
Yeah.
Always down for a bit of time travel. But now, yes, I think we're both immediately Shark Boy, Lava Girl, putting all the chips on the table.
wonderful.
Put it all on red and blue grayish.
Yep, wonderful, fantastic. So,
All right, let's do
you'll
it.
be happy to know that we have a tie. Okay.
Yay!
We have a tie between two movies, so like, I mean, we can like flip a coin or something for the sake of time. I'm like, we can leave it up to chance, either or. Do you want me to?
Or you could pick one, Starkie. I think this could be a good opportunity for you to.
I don't
inflict
think
a
you want
movie
me
on
to
us.
pick one, Zach. I don't think you want me to
okay.
pick one.
I kind of want Starkie to pick one.
You kind of want me to pick one?
Tell me which Mario character.
Yeah,
would
which
each
Mario
of
character
these
would
movies be?
All right, we've got Shy Guy and Bowser.
Ooh, Shy Guy versus Bowser. All right, Sandro, who are we feeling?
Is Bowser voiced by Jack Black?
That's a good question.
Starkie.
No.
Shy Guy.
No.
I'm gonna go Shy Guy then. I'm gonna go Shy Guy then.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like Jack Black's
Alright.
Bowser. I like Jack Black's Bowser.
Wow.
What do you think, Zach?
That's
Okay,
fair.
I was not expecting that.
I
that.
think. Are you happy with that, Zach? You're happy with that as well?
Well, Sandro is the team leader and
Okay.
takes full
Oh,
responsibility
no.
for
Alright.
this pick.
Oh, you
so
throw me
yeah,
off.
I'm going with him. Yeah,
Honestly,
absolutely.
That's very good. I think you will be praising Sandro for the next 20 years for this.
Thank goodness.
So-
Thank
That's a lot
goodness.
of
We
years.
dodged the bullet, Sandro. You did it.
I'll reveal the movies to you from 5 to 1 because the first movie won.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
So first up, we had Doom 2005 with Dwayne Johnson and Carl Urban. That got 1 point.
Yep. Yep.
At 4, we had Exit 8, a very recent horror film inspired by an indie game. And the concept is it's an anomaly horror game, and you have to walk through.
Oh yes, it's the room.
The looping
subway.
one. That's why it was Groundhog Day. 'cause it
Groundhog
was-
Day.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. I want to watch
that would
that
have been
too.
sick.
See, when you said recent movie, I thought it was bad, but I
Yeah,
guess it's
no,
good.
I've heard
yeah,
really good things
no,
about that one.
that would have
was
been
a little
actually sick.
I will say that did get a point. So you know,
We could literally have gone to the theaters for
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
It's-
no,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
because it comes out like today or something. The third movie was Ready Player One.
Oh no!
That's why I said Iron Giant, because Iron Giant appears in it, and it's
Yeah.
very funny that
Okay.
that happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
No one had votes
now-
for it? Oh, no.
There was no votes for that one.
Oh,
There
good.
was
Okay.
none.
Oh, okay.
yes.
That was the only one without votes. And in second place,
Fuck.
film number 2 in second place. Now, Zach, this is why you will be thanking Sandro forever, because I had a sneaky little plan that if this movie won, I would have pulled an Impulse trilogy card.
Oh my god!
And I would have forced you to watch the original live-action Resident Evil trilogy.
Oh my god!
Oh, man. I would love to do that.
Sandro
my
dodged you a bullet with that one.
Damn. Can I retroactively go
crazy.
back? No.
Nope.
Nope.
Now, the movie that won, I'm so happy about because this is one of my favorite films of all time.
Oh, okay.
2010, directed by Edgar Wright,
Oh.
and it is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh,
I absolutely love this film,
Ooh.
and I'm glad I'm making you both watch it. It's
Oh,
incredible.
that's awesome. Because I haven't seen this before, and I've always wanted to.
Oh, you haven't? Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen it before, and a lot of people talk about it as like a great movie.
Yeah, it's really good. Honestly, ahead of its time. I think it's got an incredible cast. Got Chris Evans, Brie Larson, Kieran Culkin, Audrey Plaza. It's
I've seen the clips because Chris Evans plays like a jock asshole or something.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Which is the same in American Pie or whatever it is. Like he kind of plays a jock asshole in that one. Is it American Pie?
I know which movie you're thinking. Oh, not another teen movie is one you're thinking of.
Not another teen movie. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Same thing.
Okay, Scott. I've seen Scott Pilgrim a few times, but I haven't seen it in probably about a decade at this point, actually. So hell yeah, I'm keen to get into this.
Hell yeah, that's a really good one.
Awesome.
I love it. One of my favorites. So I'm excited for you guys to watch that and.
And that'll be a good one to lead into my movie.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to find some really cool connections. I just have to work out
how it links to the world's fastest Indian.
I should also preface by saying all of these movies had the connection of video games. If that wasn't already clear. Doom being a video game adaptation, Exit 8 being a video game adaptation, Ready Player One having every fucking video game in existence in it and it was still bad. Resident Evil. Despite not being anything like the games as a video game adaptation. And Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is very, very heavily influenced by video games.
So your connection is video game. I like that because,
video games.
All right.
I see Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It's actually really funny. Yeah. This one. Yeah, it is. It is Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Like, actually,
and Shy Guy because he's an incel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Woo! That's good call.
Hell yeah. I like this.
I mean... rock solid pick.
All right, next week chosen by our editor. It's not a bad movie. Maybe depends what Zach thinks about it. Scott Pilgrim versus the World next week. All right, hell yeah, I'm excited. We'll do that.
And the connection was video games.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to find another connection to connect this to pixels. Yeah, this is gonna be a tricky one.
Oh God! All right, I'm very worried about what Zach does, but that's fine. Starkie, thanks for hanging out with us for this episode. A long one, but
having me.
Every time you're on, it's the longest one, and then we have to pay you more for it. I think it's a conspiracy of some sort, but it's fine.
Absolutely, he does this on purpose for sure.
More money, woo! I didn't get fired because I got 100% of the things, and I get more money for pay. Yeah, woo! Let's go.
At Uber, every single driver is required to pass a thorough background check before they can start driving. That means any prospective driver goes through a multi-step screening process, checking for any impaired driving or criminal offenses. But the checks don't stop there. Every year, every Uber driver is background checked again, so the person picking you up today meets the same standards as the day they started.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Annual driver screenings from Uber. One more way Uber is putting safety at every turn. Learn more at uber.com/safety.